entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Yo, testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me a little bit better in the chat, man. Y'all drop some threes in the chat and let me know if I sound crispy now, if I sound Gucci. Y'all let me know, man, before I get to cooking, bro. I got off the phone with AT&T not too long ago. They supposed to fix my shit, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Drop some threes in the chat if I sound crispy now, if I sound like Thriller. All right, bet. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Lash. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and get to this shit. Let me go ahead and pull this article up, man. Let me see. Let me go to share screen. All right, so we're going out to the boxing scene. So the headline reads the Errol Spence Inc.'s managerial pact with Fighters First Management. And if we scroll down to this article, right, it says that Errol Spence has brought aboard an old friend and his new manager at a pivotal point in his career. BoxingScene.com has confirmed that the unbeaten unified WBA, WBC, and IBF welterweight titleist and Fighters First Management CEO Adrian Clark have entered a managerial agreement. This news comes just days after Spence secured a long-desired showdown versus three-division and reigning WBO welterweight titleist Terence Bud Crawford for the undisputed championship on July the 29th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, so here's a quote from Adrian Clark. Shout out to him for landing this huge deal with the big fish. This man said, and I quote, "It is an honor to have Errol join the fighter's first family," Clark said. He said, "If you know Errol, you know he's how meticulous and calculated he is in business. In 11 years, he has only aligned himself with two companies, the PBC and Everlast," end quote. So, and then this article further reads, if you scroll down here, because I don't know why some people was thinking that he's fired Al Haymon or something like that, because he clearly states that Spence is being advised by PBC creator Al Haymon, but has remained a managerial and promotional free agent throughout his stellar 11-year pro career. All right, so that just totally debunks all the bullshit that everybody been saying on Twitter, that everybody been saying on YouTube, that everybody been saying on Facebook and beyond, IG, TikTok, and all that bullshit, right? Because Errol Spence is still going to work hand-in-hand with Al Haymon, but it sounds like he's going to be also working hand-in-hand with this guy, Adrian Clark, trying to get him sponsorships like maybe Under Armour or something like that. I'm just throwing things out there. Starbucks, a Pepsi, hell, I don't know. I don't know what wonders he can work for the man. So y'all got to stop this cap, man. As much as I would love to come on here and say a bunch of, hey, man, I told you so, the man should have left the PBC, because I'm the motherfucker that did a show on this shit about a year ago on January 31st, 2022. Just go back and fact check your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. I said, and I quote, the title of the show, Errol Spence should leave the PBC since they can't afford to pay him to fight Terence Bud Crawford, part 2. Go back and fact check me on that video. So as much as I would love to come on here and say, hey, I was right, I told you so, that is clearly not the case. See, the difference between your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, and all these other dudes on YouTube is, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what the fuck you want to hear. So I'm not going to make up a narrative or bloviate or make up some sort of bullshit ass story just for clicks and views and super chats and cash apps. I'm not going to do that, because that would totally go against everything I stand for as a boxing and a basketball content creator on YouTube, right? Because I despise niggas that do all this clickbaiting on Terence Crawford and Errol Spence or whoever fighter, right? Whatever the fighter may be, whatever the case may be, I despise niggas like that. So I would never turn into that individual, no matter how, bad things may become in this fucking realm, right? Because I would just rather quit opposed to lying to a bunch of people on YouTube just to spin a narrative, or if I'm just hating on one particular fighter or a faction of fans or whatever the case may be. So your boy E Thriller, I got to hold myself accountable. I'm going to be responsible in this situation. That's my take on this, man. I'm going to read a few comments. Like I said, I'm not going to be long-winded. I just wanted to come on and pop my shit and speak my piece on this topic. But shout out to Errol Spence, man. I think this is a wise move. Shout out to the guy that he just did business with. And shout out to Al Haymon for finally giving us the fight that we wanted to see between Errol Spence and Terence Bud Crawford. We are a little bit, 60 days away from the biggest fight in the sport from happening. It's been a long 5 years. We're almost there, y'all. We almost at the finish line. There's going to be one particular fan base very fucking sad come July the 30th. Somebody's going to be sick with a look of disbelief after what may take place in that ring, whatever those two giants in the sport of boxing collide, right? And y'all already know how I'm rocking. I got Terence Crawford sending Errol Spence to sleep experts in about, maybe rounds 10 or 11. I got to buy some more film, because Bud might get that motherfucker up out of there a lot sooner than what I'm giving him credit for, right? Because say what y'all want about Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, his style is tailor-made for Bud, in my opinion, because we know he likes to come forward. We know he likes to throw that jab out there to disguise you or to blind you, right? And then he likes to throw those shots, those looping left hands to the body. He likes to dig in on the inside. But if you're Terence Bud Crawford, you're going to be looking at this motherfucker and licking your chops, because he's playing right into your hands. See, in my personal opinion, I believe that Terence Crawford would struggle against another counterpuncher, a la Igor Kavalauskas. Because if y'all go back and watch that fight, go do your homework. Because I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers going to say, E Thriller, what the fuck are you talking about? But just hear me out. If you go back and watch the fight between Terence Bud Crawford and Igor Kavalauskas, Terence Bud Crawford was struggling earlier on in that fight because Igor Kavalauskas was exuding a lot of patience. He was waiting on Terence Crawford to make his first move so he can counter him with those half step backs and hitting him with those overhand rights. The proof was in the pudding. But whenever he, knocked down Terence Crawford, yeah, I said it. He caught my boy. He dropped him. I'm willing to admit that, right? I ain't that much of a Bud buddy to negate the facts. Bud got dropped. It is what it is. But we all know what happened after that. We all know that the boogeyman got up. He shook the shit off. It was a flash knockdown, nothing too major. And he beat the dog shit out of Igor Kavaliauskas. But the point that I'm trying to make is Errol Spence is not a counterpuncher. Errol Spence is not a patient fighter. Errol Spence loves to push the pace of the fight. He loves to come in and maul you down and to try to make you uncomfortable. And in my honest opinion, just looking at these two fighters' skill set, that plays right into the hands of a Terence Crawford, which is why your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I have zero worries when it comes to this fight. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight, but look, man, the skills pay the bills, right? And the sweet science is going to be on display because I think Bud is going to be check right hooking that motherfucker all day. He's going to be coming right over the top of that jab that really hasn't been effective. If y'all go look at the CompuBox numbers of Errol Spence's last 4 or 5 fights, his jab ain't really been the same since he fought motherfucking Danny Garcia. Shout out to Q to God. He made this point on my panel a couple of weeks ago. I got to give him credit where credit is due. It's the same point that I made a while back. Make sure y'all go sub up to the Lost Art of Boxing. But anyway, he said this shit on my panel, and you had to go back and look at this shit. And when you go back and watch the fight, yeah, Errol Spence was popping the jab a lot, but was he really being effective with the jab? Was he really being that effective with the jab against a Yordanis Ugas? And we all know that Sean Porter nullified that jab with using a lot of in-awkward moves and getting into a 3-point stance and looking like he was about to tackle the motherfucker and headbutt Errol Spence, making him uncomfortable, just turning Errol Spence time and time again, right? And whenever he tried to pin Sean Porter on the ropes, Sean Porter used his great footwork because Sean Porter has great footwork. Contrary to what a lot of people may or may not believe about Sean Porter has phenomenal footwork. And he gave Errol Spence a lot of fits in that fight. It was a hell of a lot of give and take in that fight. But I think, in my honest opinion, with a Terence Crawford, he's just a different animal, y'all. And for all you Neanderthals who keep saying that, oh, the size is going to matter, oh, the pressure is going to get to Terence Crawford, I mean, can you point to me which fight to where we've seen Terence Crawford get uncomfortable with pressure fighters and big punchers? I will fucking wait. I'll fucking wait. Because I don't see the shit. I mean, maybe y'all can educate me because once again, I always say this on some, if not all my live streams. Your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. I don't know everything about the sport of boxing. I'm not this big, huge boxing historian. I got niggas for that. I got my big brother Mosquito Spray, who put me up on game damn near every other day, telling me I need to go watch this fight or go look at this fighter, or hey man, you need to go do X, Y, and Z and check this amateur out and shit like that. He puts me up on game. So I'm not one of these motherfuckers on YouTube that run around here acting like I know every single thing about the sport of boxing, because I would be doing y'all a disservice because I do not. But hell, is there anybody on YouTube that knows everything about the sport of boxing, right? So I say all that to say, look, man, this is just my opinion of the fight. This is how I see the fight going. I just feel like styles make fights, and Terence Crawford's style is predicated on counterpunching. He's a natural counterpuncher at heart. We all know that he has pop in both hands. We all know that he's an orthodox fighter and he has the ability to switch. We know that he has good footwork, even though he really didn't show it against David Avanesian because he didn't have to. And honestly, I mean, this is just my opinion. This is not a fact, but just watching that fight again the other day, I feel like he was trying to show something and trying to prove something to his naysayers and critics and some of you goddamn imbeciles who run around here saying that, oh, Terence Crawford can't fight on the inside. What is Terence Crawford going to do whenever he gets in there with Errol Spence Jr.? Oh, Terence Crawford, he only can fight to medium to long range and shit like that. So I think Bud went into that fight with the impression on saying, you know what? I'm going to shut these motherfuckers up. I'm going to go toe-to-toe with David Avanesian, who's a solid fighter. I mean, he's no world beater. He was ranked number 6 in the WBO rankings and shit like that. You know, credit to him. He worked his way into that position because once again, for all of you people who love to admit the facts, Virgil Ortiz was number 1 in the WBO rankings. But guess what he decided to do? Instead of filing a petition to fight the boogeyman or hell, just stand put, he decided to go the WBA route, which is why he has a fight coming up with Stanley Onus in Is it this month or next month? Y'all drop something in the chat, but I can't wait to see that fight. It's a hell of a fight on paper. I must admit that, and I think it's going to be a lot of give and take. I'm licking my chops for that fight. But the point is, he had the opportunity to go up against the Terence Bud Crawford. The same Terence Bud Crawford that y'all love to alienate and ostracize his resume because he doesn't have any big marquee names on it, right? But context matters. Context matters. And so we have to put into proper context as to why his resume is what it is, because we can't sit up here and act like he wasn't calling for the big names. We can't sit up here and act like his promoter at the time, and Bob Arum, which top rank, shout out to them, wasn't trying to make a fight with Danny Garcia. We can't sit up here and act like that Terence Bud Crawford wasn't being iced out and put on a fucking island by the PBC and Showtime and Fox. I mean, hell, they wouldn't even showing the dude on their goddamn telecast as a WBO champion. But isn't it funny how whenever Jeff Horn had the belt, they were willing to show him? I mean, make that shit make sense to me, y'all. So it was cool for the PBC, along with Showtime Boxing, along with Fox Sports at the time, which they no longer have a deal with Fox, but shout out to them, was willing to show Jeff Horn whenever he beat Manny Pacquiao, you know, the man that beat the man. But whenever Terence Crawford beat the man that beat the man, which everybody was chasing at some point in time, meaning Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and Terence Bud Crawford, yeah, I said it. Everybody wanted to fight with Manny Pacquiao. It was cool for them to show Jeff Horn. But whenever Bud got the belt, they didn't respect the belt. Whenever Bud got the belt, oh, he had to prove himself. Whenever Bud got the belt, oh, instead of it being strap season, it was cap season for Keith and Errol Spence. They both follow the same goddamn blueprint when they really should have just said, look, bro, we ain't going to fight you, man. We can't fight you because Al Haymon don't want us to let you fight, want us to fight you yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have been able to make a 19-part series on here's proof that Errol Spence is ducking Terence Bud Crawford. If Errol Spence would have just been up front from the get-go, if Errol Spence would have said, look, man, I ain't say nothing about going to go get a belt, man. Even if you go get a belt, look, bro, I can't fight you because my advisor is advising me to stay the fuck away from you from whatever reason. I don't know if he think I'm going to get my shag knocked off. I don't know if he thinks you the better fighter. I don't know if he just don't want to build this fight up to be bigger than what it is at the present moment. Whatever the case may be, whatever the excuse would have been, I would have fell back and said, you know what? That's real. At least he's being honest, which is why I really don't get on Keith Thurman as much as most people do, because at least Keith from day one said, I don't want to fight Errol Spence for one belt. I mean, what good would it do if we only fight for one belt or two belts right now? I want to fight Errol for not one belt, not two belts, but three belts. Boom, you ain't with me. This is the type of shit that Keith Thurman was saying. He said this from the get-go. He never told Errol Spence to go get a belt. He never told Errol Spence, oh, I got to clean up my side and all this extra shit. Keith Thurman laid it out from the jump. Look, bro, I ain't fighting you until I can get all these goddamn belts. And then we'll fight. He the one who said that from the get-go. But Errol Spence was the nigga that was moving the goalpost whenever it came to fighting the Terence Bud Crawford. He was the nigga that said, go get a belt. He was the nigga that said, well, why not go the easy route and fight Sean Showtime Porter? He was the nigga that said, hey, man, I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez on the DAZN platform. Errol Spence was saying that. And oh, it gets better. Whenever Terence Bud Crawford showed up to Dallas AT&T Stadium, my city, shout out to y'all, shout out to the Cowboys. Yeah, I said it. He was trying to make the fight. And the boogeyman couldn't get in the ring. He was being harassed and heckled and damn near got jumped at the goddamn fight by some Earl sexuals who was trying to do everything to protect Errol Spence. But do y'all remember what happened after that fight with Danny Garcia? Oh, I'm not focused on Terence Crawford right now. I just want to focus on my ranch and chill with my kids and my horses and my cows and my chickens and my pigs and shit. These are the type of things that Errol Spence was saying, right? So I say all that to say, look, man, the criticism is fair, in my honest opinion. And shout out to Hot Boy Turk, because he said this on Drink Champs, and I cannot regurgitate this enough. This was one of the best quotes in 2022. He said, telling the truth ain't hating. So y'all can say what y'all want about your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Y'all can say that I'm a bud buddy, I'm a hater of Errol Spence, but I'm just a nigga that's gonna tell the truth. It's just as simple as that. But back to the comments I go. Let me start from the top. Let me remove this shit, man. Shout out to everybody in this bitch, man. I'm gonna try to read all y'all comments, and then I'm gonna drop the link just in case y'all want to come on the rock for a little bit, because I ain't gonna be on all night, bro. Hold on, y'all. All right, man. We in here. And while y'all doing that, man, before I read these comments, can y'all hit my like button? I got 36 votes with 29 likes. Can y'all please hit my like button? Can y'all pretty please put some respect on my goddamn like button? I mean, I don't want to hurt nobody. I really don't. Can y'all please hit that like button? And then can you also go sub up to my new channel? Pretty please. Pretty please.
Nigga be all on live, have y'all laughing and shit. You don't even want to spend $9. You don't want to buy one song for $128. Get the fuck right now. But you always want to come on my live and look at me. But you always want, but you can't spend $1.50 on a song.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Shout out to the BFB Master Q. I see you in this bitch. What's popping, fam? Salute. All right, man. What up to Just the Guy? I see you. He said 402 stand up, hit the like button. One love. What's popping? Salute. Yeah, man. Quit dugging that like button. Pretty please. Pretty please. Yes, sir. Shout out to Ben Trill. I see you. He said, let's go. What's popping? Yes, sir. Shout out to my nigga, man. This is my day one right here. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Young Money, a milli. Shout out to my nigga Al Money, man. I see you in this bitch. Boy, was popping with shaking, fam. Shout out to my guy from the DMV, man, Lash Puma, aka Knuckles Pops, man, in the building. He said Al Money was popping. Yes, yeah, man. He said E-Thriller, what it do? Yeah, all right, man. Who else I got in this bitch, man? What up to one of my day ones, Davey John, in the building with his boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso in the Woodpack. I see you. All right, so let me do this, man. Yeah, man. I think my mic was fucking up. Do I sound cool now, though? I hope I sound good now, y'all. My shit ain't dropping in and out, so I think AT&T got me right. So I ain't even gonna post them comments. All right, so let me see. Brian Bowden, shout out to you, man. What's popping? That nigga said can't fire his pimp, shoes and fees. It's 10 grand. Last I checked, is someone else protecting him in these streets. Hey, okay. Yeah, man, I don't think he gonna fire Al Haymon because Errol Spence was the same dude that said, and I quote, me and Al Haymon are one. You know, he'll never get rid of Al. He's loyal to Al Haymon, right? I think that was before that last Frank Martin fight, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right after the little car wreck situation. So I don't see Errol Spence ever leaving Al Haymon, and hell, why would he? I said it a couple of months ago, like, hey, bro, the way that Al Haymon is able to position you and to put you in opportunistic situations to where you ain't got to defend your belts against certain people, or you can move up to 154 but still keep your belts at 147, even though the fight was mandated to take place at 147. Al Haymon is able to manipulate the people behind the scenes, you know, like the Mauricio Suleimans of the world in the WBC, to say, hey, man, I'm going to file a special petition for the big fish. So, hey, he don't want to fight Keith, but if he were to fight Keith, can he fight Keith at 154 with no belts? And, of course, Mauricio Suleiman, I don't know how he don't know what the fuck going on because he said this on another big platform. Shout out to them. But he made the exception to the rule and said, look, Errol can do what he wants. So why would Errol Spence ever leave the great Al Haymon? And I'm being serious. I'm not even being sarcastic. I would never leave Al. That's just my personal opinion. Hold on, y'all. I just got a notification. Stop the presses. Shout out to my guy. Hold on. I don't want to say your government name, so I'm going to just say your Cash App name. Shout out to my guy, Pumpkin8978. For that Cash App donation. Hey, man, I really appreciate your love and support, man. And y'all already know your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso. Got to get you right, fam. Hit it! Get a black, 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 fuck him up, then what, turn up, then what, yeah, man, shout out to the peeping tongues, man. I'm still behind on my likes, but we gonna get there. Man. Shout out to you hoe ass niggas in the chat. I know y'all in this bitch listening. You might as well hit the like button, man. Go ahead and hit the like button for your boy E-Thriller. I appreciate that, Latch. Man, let me see. Who haven't I got? Shout out to my dog, Rebel Life, man. Make sure y'all go sub up to Rebel Life Boxing, man. He puts out phenomenal content, breakdowns, and sometimes he do live streams. I've been trying to talk to him behind the scenes, like, hey, man, we need them live streams during the day, my brother. I mean, there's a pocket anywhere between 12 and 3, 4, 5 o'clock. I don't know what your schedule like right now, Rebel, but you need to start going live again, my brother, because the streets are missing you out here, bro. Start going live, but make sure y'all go sub up to my bro, man. He said Al Haymon is lurking on E-Thriller channel. Hey, man, it ain't no telling, bro, because y'all already know, as you can see, I don't have a super chat button no more because somebody reported me like a bitch, you know, so it is what it is. So if y'all can, please, if you're in the chat, go sub up to my new channel that's pinned at the top of the chat. All right, let me see, man. What up, WJ? He said, salute, go Thriller in the Wolfpack. Who does Earl feel played by? I don't know, bro. That's a hell of a fucking question. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's one hell of a question. I don't know what he meant by that. One can only assume he was talking about that. But then again, like when I did that show, whenever that first came out, I said he could be talking about anything. He could be talking about his old lady. He could have been talking about the Laker game, the Boston game, the NBA playoffs. I don't know what Earl was talking about because we know that Earl is very cryptic with what he say on Twitter, but so is Terence Crawford. So it is what it is. What up, Postman? He said Spence fans gonna cry. LOL. Hey, man, we got 60 days. 60 days, y'all. Can y'all believe it? We got 2 months until the fight that we've been arguing and debating and going back and forth about for I don't know how long, bro. 60 days. I can't wait. Take my fucking money. Take my money, man. Y'all let me know in the chat. Have y'all went to go cop them shirts yet? Because eventually I'm gonna get both shirts just because it's history. So yeah, I said it. I'm gonna get the cap season shirt. Oops, I meant strap season. And then I'm gonna get the motherfucking Aqua Bud shirt or whatever you want to call it. Shout out to Bud. I'm getting both of them motherfuckers, man. What up to Lost Art of Boxing, man? Shout out to Q the guy, man. He said, what's good, family? What's popping? Make sure y'all go sub up to Lost Art of Boxing. He said, lazy jab ass nigga. I think it's some of that, bro, but I also believe it's to kind of blind his opponents to keep their hands at bay. Because if you notice, whenever Errol Spence be pawing that jab, most of the time his opponents will shell up in a high guard, in a peekaboo guard, like Danny Garcia and shit like that. And that way he can kind of step on the inside and tee off on your body and hit you with the nut shots. That's what we know Errol Spence. He's a specialist at hitting you in the nuts. That's what he loved to do. So I think it's a little bit of both. Two things can be true. Excellent point. What up to Bruce Gas, Boxing the Jazz, and more? What's popping? How are you, kind sir? What up to Walter Trend? This is one of my guys that be in my community tab, man. We go back and forth from time to time. He's a big-time Errol Spence fan. He said if Crawford knocks Spence out, he'll lose. So put your paper on Spence. Okay. What up to my dog, Haplo Type, man? And he said, E3, I see your boy was popping. Yes, sir. He also shouted out Bruce Gas. Yes, yeah. All right, Postman said they be ducking Bud for real. Shaking my head, LOL. That's a fact, bro. Yes, sir. That's a huge motherfucking fact. What up to the big homie of the panel, man? Mr. Golden, aka Back End Money. He said, what's up, little bro? Hey, man, I can't call it, bro. What's popping? All right, man. So let me see. Who haven't I got? What up? It don't matter. He said, salute E3 in the Woodpack. How are you, kind sir? I appreciate you for tapping in with your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. What up, Big Blunts and Boxing? Hey, man, nigga, you been running for me, bro. I've been looking for you trying to get this work on this Undisputed, but it seems like, nigga, you keep swerving and curving a nigga like you, Errol Spence. I'm starting to feel like Terence Crawford. Like in this situation, like my nigga, you called me out, so I've been trying to pull up on you, but you don't want to send a nigga a friend request so we can get on this fucking Undisputed. As a matter of fact, whenever I get done doing this live, you got to see me on this Undisputed, bro, and I'm going to live stream this shit too. Holla at your boy, man. Fucking around. Let me see. He said, it's my opinion. That's me, E-Thriller. Hey, I appreciate you, fam. As a matter of fact, let me hit that like button, man. I ain't know that was my dog. It's my opinion. Shout out to you, man. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get you right, man, because I think this is like your first time ever sending me a super chat, well, a cash app, rather. So let me go ahead and get you right again, man. Hold on. Let me play another clip for you. I got you. Yeah, shout out to you. It's my opinion, man. Appreciate that. Lost Art in this bitch rolling already. He said 60 days slow singing and fly bringer. Hey, bro, I got so many ideas. I got my live streams lined up, and I'm gonna start making videos again. But I got so many live streams. Oh my God, I got so many ideas because I ain't even gonna say it because I know a lot of niggas like to bite on YouTube, so I ain't even gonna put it out there. But just know I got some creative shit coming for y'all in the days to come. The closer that we get to the fight, let's just say that these niggas are going to need something to listen to. I'm gonna just leave it at that. They gonna need something to listen to after Terence Bud Crawford sends that motherfucker to Nebraska Furniture Mart. Oh my God, Shanae, I cannot believe it. I cannot fucking wait, y'all. This fight is really about that. I can't wait. And I know a lot of you hoe ass niggas are getting super nervous. Your palms are getting sweaty. Your asses are getting tight because you never thought the fight was really going to happen, because deep down in your heart of hearts, your guy, Errol Spence, the guy that said he was going the easy route, was holding up this fucking fight the entire goddamn time. Yeah, I said it. And that's big facts. It is what it is. He going to sleep, bro. I promise you. He going to sleep. Let me see. Who else haven't I got, man? Shout out to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. He said, salute, Spence and 10. I'm going to hold you to that. And you make sure that you pull up and show your face after my guy do what I said he going to do. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a fish fry. It's going to be a fish fry. But shout out to Loyal to the Game. What up this is Rob. I see your boy was popping. He said, what up, E-Thriller? Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. Just painting these pictures so vividly. I just wanted to come on and debunk this whole new narrative that I've been seeing on Twitter, saying that Errol Spence fired Al Haymon, which is bullshit. He just signed with a managerial company, one of his partners, I guess, from Dallas. Salute to them. Shout out to Errol Spence for making big moves. We got to destroy all the propaganda, man. We can't let this type of shit fly on YouTube. And I know a lot of people think that I hate Errol Spence, which is not the case, because if I hated the nigga, I would just say I don't like him. Y'all already know what fighters I don't like. I don't like Teofimo Lopez. I don't like Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I meant Garcia with his cap and line ass. And I damn sure don't like the Charlo brothers for various reasons. I didn't like how they was hating on AB, and I ain't like how they was hating on Tank at one point of time. So God damn it. And then I damn sure don't like how they hate on Bud. So it's a reason for me not liking those fighters, right? But I don't have nothing against Errol Spence. I just hold him to his words because it's obvious that his fans never do it. So somebody got to do it on YouTube. I mean, I'm just saying. He's still in this bitch rolling. I see you, Lazard. I see you. Okay, you said you want to smoke. All right, that's a bet. So we're going to do this, bro. As soon as I get done doing this live stream, I'm going to be tired as fuck in the morning, but we got to get it in, bro, because you called me out. So I'm just answering the bell because you wanted to play me. Let me know what weight class. Let me know who you getting. Matter of fact, you have to send me the invite because I'm a PS5 nigga. So I really don't know how to do that game and laptop shit on Steam. Ain't that shit called Steam or some shit, Big Blunts? So you're going to have to send me the invite, bro, and then we can set it up that way. It is what it is. Shout out to Big Blunts, man. Let me see. Yeah, man. What up, Hella Ones? I see your boy. He said E3 was popping. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I ain't shit. Mr. Golden, y'all just going back and forth. Shout out to him. Yeah, man, he going. This is a special occasion. That man will be going to Nebraska Furniture Mart. Fuck sleep experts. We gonna send him to the biggest fucking furniture store in Texas. We gonna send him back to Texas with a black eye and a fucking bruised ego. We gonna beat the shit out of Errol Spence. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm calling and I'm sticking my chest out. I ain't backing down one bit. Shout out to Naughty Crash. He said Earl and 8. Okay, all right. We gonna see. Just make sure you show up. When he get his ass kicked, win, lose, or draw, make sure you show up. The night of the fight. What up, BB? He said Nebraska Furniture Mart, you killing me. E3 talk. Hey man, I'm just honest, bro. This is my opinion. This is how I've been saying this fight gonna go, because a lot of people go back and fact check me. Whenever I first started going live on YouTube, whenever I first dropped the best series on YouTube, here's proof that Errol Spence is still ducking Terence Bud Crawford. If you go back to part 1, this was before the Sean Porter fight even happened. Y'all remember, let's rewind time. Let's reminisce for a little bit. Do y'all remember the flow narrative in these YouTube streets that was saying that Bud was ducking Sean Porter and old Porter gave Errol Spence a good fight? But instead of these niggas saying, Earl, you need to run it back with Porter, they wanted him to fight Terence Bud Crawford. So, Crawford kept telling him, hey, man, I got something big in the way and working it right now by the wayside. But, hey, if this shit falls through, you tested my patience. And we all know what happened with that shit, but just go back and fact check me. I predicted that Terence Crawford would stop Sean Showtime Porter. Facts. I said that shit. I said it. And a lot of motherfuckers said I was capping. I was being a Bud buddy. I'm crazy. Oh, Sean Porter done been dropped, but he ain't never been stopped before. Oh, Terence Bud Crawford ain't fought nobody. Thriller. These are the things that these individuals were saying to your boy Go Thriller. But I was proven to be right yet again. Once again, I'm not always right about the sport of boxing, but for the most part, I am right a lot of the times, more often than not. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't stutter. Shout out to Jay Cooley, man. He said, you really just said, well, what did I really say? What did I really say? And speaking of which, Jay Cooley, I got a beef with you because you like to leave a lot of goofy ass shit on my community page. Now, I can't help but to notice that every time I post something about basketball, or if I post something about Tank, if I post something about the great Devin Haney, who was the undisputed champ at 135, if I post something about Fury or Usyk or even Pastor Wilder, if I post something about any other fighter outside of Errol Spence and Terence Bud Crawford, you ain't nowhere to be found. But whenever I post something about Terence Bud Crawford, who is the illest nigga in Nebraska, if I post something about Errol Spence, who is the big fish, here your ass come and say, oh, E-Thriller, this is all you talk about. Why you always, you ain't got nothing else to talk about. But nigga, when I be talking about other shit, I don't never see your ass in the fucking comment section. Whenever I go live talking about other topics, I don't never see your ass on these fucking panels or in the chat tapping in with your honest opinion. So that leads me to believe that you are a fucking Earl-sexual. And it's okay. Just embrace your sexuality, bro, my bro. It's okay. My big bro mosquito spray. Put that shit in the dictionary for niggas like you because you get moist and you get all wet and oily whenever you watch Errol Spence work out and do an interview and blink his eyes and all this other whole ass shit that be going on. So the next time I do a live stream, which is going to be tomorrow night, I expect for you to pull up, not tonight, because we know you love Earl. I don't even want to hear what the fuck you got to say about Earl. I want to hear you talk about somebody else other than Earl and Terence Crawford. Can you come on the panel tomorrow night? Whenever I go live on Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney, I'll wait. I will fucking wait.
Not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar too.
So let it be known, I'm putting Jay Cooley on notice, and this is just boxing talk. This ain't nothing personal. You like to pop your shit, so goddamn it, I'm gonna pop my shit right back at you. Pull up when I talk about something else. If you want to criticize what the fuck I do on my channel, well, nigga, you need to be held to that same standard. So why don't you show up every time I talk about basketball, every time I talk about any other fighter outside of Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? All right? Drop something else in the chat, because I know you're in this bitch. It's my opinion said before the interview, Bud and 10. After the interview, Bud and hey, Bud, bro, he feeling himself, bro. He don't look like he got a care in the world. He looks like he's happy. I've never seen Terence Crawford smile this much. I never really have. I've never seen him look so happy because we all know Terence Crawford is a very, very angry fucking man. He is a very angry man. So to see him up there with Stephen A. Smith early in the morning, smiling and, you know, basically shrugging off the shit that Errol Spence saying that he going to be stepping and, oh, he's the much better fighter and he believes in his skill. And yeah, Terence Crawford is talented, but he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? He ain't me, which is all the shit that Errol Spence is supposed to say. But seeing Terence Crawford's comfortable reaction just leads me to believe that, man, this dude ain't worried about nothing. He's been waiting on this moment for 5 years, y'all. And I don't expect for him to let this shit pass him by. He ain't going to pull no Adrian Broner whenever he fought Manny Pacquiao and let the moment get too big or something like that and didn't show up and show out, because Adrian Broner had ample of opportunity to take over the sport of boxing, but he didn't take it seriously. So I don't see a guy with that Mamba mentality like a Terence Bud Crawford. And y'all all know Kobe is my favorite fucking athlete of all time because he didn't duck any smoke. Kobe Bean Bryant was dedicated to his craft. Kobe Bean Bryant was a no-nonsense type of individual. Kobe Bean Bryant was the type of nigga, whenever he walked in the room, he made everybody around him uncomfortable. We've seen videos. We've seen them in practice coming in telling these niggas that they soft as Charmin. We've seen him niggas saying that these niggas is softer than shit, baby shit. We seen Kobe and Terence Bud Crawford. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about his resume, but the eye test don't lie. And the mental makeup, the way that he carries himself, the fucking mystique, it's an aura that whenever he walks in the building, he demands respect. Facts, E-Thriller. Big fucking facts. I'm just saying. Tell me where I told a lie. Somebody drop something in the chat. Nardi said, y'all gonna cry when Bud get dropped. When he get dropped or if he lose. Because Bud and I already got dropped and I didn't cry. But I must admit, I was looking like, well, goddamn, like what the fuck going on? But he got caught. He got caught by Igor Kavalaski. Shit happened. We seen Floyd Mayweather get caught. He really got dropped against Zab Judah, but they didn't count it as a knockdown. All great fighters have been dropped or knocked out at some point in their career, most of them rather. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Shit happens. But I'll tell you one thing, Errol Spence damn sure gonna get dropped on July the 29th. You got 60 days, my brother. Okay, y'all just going back and forth. This is Rob said, all he do is search ESJ and Bud. That's why I'm just saying, hey, bro, go look at my community tab. I can talk about Charlo. I can talk about Teofimo. I can talk about I can talk about a lot of different fighters. I really can. But the point is, this nigga never show up when I talk about him. But then he got the nerve to want to try to criticize me for talking about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, even though the fight is made now. Oh, that's all you talk about. Well, nigga, look at everybody else on YouTube. Look at all these other motherfuckers. And I'm a part-timer. I don't even go live every day. And I don't drop videos every day, right? So where's that energy for these other motherfuckers that talk about this same shit every fucking day? And all they do is clickbait at that. At least I'm telling the truth whenever I pop my shit. But it is what it is. Q the guy said mosquito spray put Errol sexual in the Urban Dictionary. He the real MVP. Yeah, man, that shit funny as fuck, bro. The definition is funny as fuck. What up, Tough Glove Boxing? He said Terence Crawford can barely contain his excitement. He been waiting on this fight for validity, and he's bringing that smoke. TC 9th round stoppage. Hey, man, I feel you. I agree. That's what I see, bro. That's what I see. I'm not going to argue with you. He looks very excited that this fight is happening. And you heard what he told Stephen A. He's like, man, this whole process has been very frustrating because they said he was on the wrong side of the street just to ice him out, right? And then whenever that man became a promotional free agent, it was still barriers and shit and hoops that he had to climb through just to get this goddamn fight. They offered the man a zero guarantee along with Errol Spence, which was a slap in the face to Errol Spence as well, right? So Bud said, look, man, not only are y'all not giving me any transparency, y'all not offering me anything up front. And then on top of that, I don't know what's going to be coming in the back end. I got to take your word for what the fuck was made off of the net. I mean, make that shit make sense. So Terence Crawford had every right to say, fuck what y'all talking about right now. We can still negotiate, but I'm about to go make this bread right quick because I got 5 or 6 kids and a wife and a family that I got to feed. And let me go knock this motherfucker right out. And then I'm going to double back and spin the block, right? And that's exactly what the fuck happened. But a lot of niggas act like the PBC didn't change the date and do all this slick ass shit. And shout out to my big brother, General Big Fish. And I know a lot of y'all get on my brother because y'all don't agree with shit he say because he's an Earl-sexual. He's a flaming Earl-sexual. I argue with this nigga all day, every day. Hell, this is not an act. This is how we really get down. Some of our debates offline be better than some of our debates online, rather. But my brother Big Fish, shout out to the General, has said something so profound. And he said all the time, he has coined this phrase. And it's a way to wiggle out of shit, but I got to give him credit for it. This man said, and I quote, once new information is presented, a man has every right to change his mind. That's a fact. So new information was presented to Terence Bud Crawford and his lawyer. Shout out to Stephen Brimley, who was trying to tell us this shit for about 5 to 6 months, right? And they said, look, man, this shit ain't right, bro. Hey, they need to fix this. We ain't rocking with this goddamn deal that's going down. So you need to go ahead and take this fight against David Avocado and knock him out, send him to sleep experts. You understand what I'm saying? And then double back until they get the shit right. But back to the comments I go. I'm reading all these motherfuckers tonight, man. Y'all should, man, shout your boy out for this shit, man. I read comments. Y'all ain't even got a super chat me. Y'all ain't got a cash at me. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. I read my comments, man. Show your boy Thriller some love and hit that. Matter of fact, let me see. I still got haters in this bitch. I got 8 people that ain't hit the like button, but it's all good. It's all good. Get them likes up to 100, man. What up, Darian? He said Spence getting stopped. Hey, man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. That's my personal opinion. We could be wrong, but I feel very strongly about my opinion. I have zero doubts. I really, bro, I'm going to make so much money, and I'm still waiting on somebody to bet. Just FYI. Do anybody want to bet on this fight? Let me know. Shit. What up, 2 up, 2 down? He said them pro Spence channels talk about Bud more than Spence. That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want, but Terence Crawford is the most popular boxing on YouTube. And it ain't even close. I don't know how the man do it because these are the same niggas that say he ain't got no personality. These are the same niggas that say that he don't do interviews with his people. These are the same niggas that say that he's boring and all this extra shit. But every single time he tweets something or something happens or he has a big fight, they the first ones that be reporting on the shit, and they do 4, 5, 6 live streams and videos every goddamn day. Now, granted, I don't watch these niggas because I ain't got time. I'm trying to reinvent myself and be more creative and hold myself accountable to keep reinventing the wheel on YouTube. So I ain't got time to watch that many content creators anyway. But the point is, they talk about the nigga more than Errol Spence. That is a fact. That is a fact. But hey, they swear Errol Spence is just so much more popular. I don't know. And the last time I checked, as a matter of fact, hold on, let me look at this. Let me go to $1 million worth of game because I think them numbers are doing crazy shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me look at this shit on my phone. $1 million worth of game. Let me go to their YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go sub up to Gilly and Wallow, man. They do a phenomenal job. Let me see. Videos. Right now, $1 million worth of game with Terence Bud Crawford. That was posted 2 days ago, right? It has 455K views. So that lets me know that people are checking for Terence Crawford. And then it could be a little bit that, you know, the fight is being made. So everybody is in a frenzy. Everybody is excited. Everybody is happy. Everybody is trying to come together to talk about this boxing because we finally getting what we want to see after getting, you know, Ryan and Tank and Lomo and Devin Haney. Great fucking year of boxing. Shout out to the boxing guys. He said, Bud looking at Earl like Big Mama's cooking. Hey, man, ain't no telling, bro. We gonna find out. We definitely gonna find out. Loyal to the game said Terence Crawford ego won't win this fight. He hasn't stepped foot in the ring with anyone to prepare him for this fight. But let me ask you this: who has Errol Spence step foot in the ring with to prepare him for Terence Bud Crawford? What switch hitter has Errol Spence fought? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. Please drop something else in the chat. As a matter of fact, click on that link whenever I drop it, bro. Because I would love to know, because that's a valid point. Terence Crawford ain't never fought nobody like Errol Spence, but Errol Spence ain't fought nobody like Terence Crawford. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we all wanted to see this fight. That's why we want to see this fight, because we haven't seen these two styles collide with one another, if that makes sense. So, I mean, tomato, bro. He said Spence and 10. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. Hey, and y'all know I'm the king of keeping receipts. So all you motherfuckers popping this shit say, oh, he Thriller. I can't wait until the fight. If Terence Crawford lose, I know you're going to delete your channel. Why the fuck would I ever delete my channel? Why would I delete my channel if a boxer lose? First of all, I don't know Bud personally, right? That's number one. Point number two, and more importantly, this nigga ain't never paid a bill in my fucking household. Right? I'm not on his payroll. I don't know this man. I never had an interview with him. I'm not compromised. I'm just a fan of his craft, and I'm a fan of his competitive nature. So why in the flying fuck would I ever delete some shit that I worked hard for? He didn't get me to this point. I got myself to this fucking point. Shit doesn't make any sense. But that's the type of shit that you Errol say. That's some shit that Errol will do. If Errol Spence get knocked the fuck out, some of you niggas might delete your channel. But to me, I'm not going to do that. If Bud lose, I'm going to come on here, turn my camera on, face the music, say I was wrong, stand up, give a big old round of applause to the big fish Errol Spence and say, look, man, I was wrong this whole time. You beat my guy. Hey, it is what it is. Blessings. That's what the fuck I'm going to say. Yes, I ain't capping, but it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. Brian said, did you hear how passionate he answered Gilly? Asked him, so after you beat Earl, Charlo has to see you. He said it, yes. So smooth and confident. Yeah, I caught that, bro. He really want to get his hands on Charlo because I really think deep down he don't like Charlo. See, I think with him and Spence, it's more of a, oh, I feel like I'm the shit. Well, I feel like I'm the shit too. So it's more of a competitive thing. But I think it's a little bit more personal with a Jermell Charlo. And I think, hey, bro, if he were to get past Errol Spence and get to that fight at 154, if Charlo elects to stay there, that fight can be just as big, y'all. And I think the press conferences will be a hell of a lot better than these press conferences. As a matter of fact, y'all drop some in the chat because I don't know this to be true. It's being rumored that the press conferences is on what, Thursday and Friday? Can somebody confirm that for me? I think they're supposed to be in LA and then New York or some shit like that. Somebody drop something in the chat for your boy Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Man, I can't wait. And I'm gonna I fuck around and call in on Thursday and Friday, bro. Well, I'm gonna have to take some time. I'm gonna have to do something because I want to be streaming the press conference, if that makes sense. I want to go live because all this shit I've been waiting so long for this. I want to go live when all this shit happens. So I might have to call in. So can somebody confirm? If y'all let me know, can somebody let me know in the chat if they're going to do the press conference this week. Y'all let me know. Which goes to my point earlier that I made. I don't know everything about boxing. I don't. What up to Con Shunnery? He said, what up, you thriller? What's popping? How are you, Con, sir? I appreciate you for tapping in with the pack, man. Make sure you sub up, my brother. Yeah. What up, the fool? He said, can somebody preferably an Errol sexual explain to me how Bud suddenly is damn near 50-50 split when a month ago he didn't deserve 50-50? What changed? Hey, I don't know, bro. Can somebody confirm? Because I haven't heard anything else about the splits. So I don't know what Bud getting, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't even care. I mean, yeah, I could say, ha. I told you so. The man deserved 50-50 because Ugas got 50-50 pay-per-view shares and shit like that. But since the fight is made, I really don't even care, bro. I don't even care. I just want to see the fight. But that's a fair question to ask because they love to talk about the shit prior to the shit. Now that the fight is made, don't stop talking about it now. If it is true that Bud is getting 50-50. So you make a very valid point. I'm just saying, for me personally, I really don't care. Khan said, I forgot about David Amnesia. Yeah, man, he fought David Avocado, David Amnesia, all of the above. Can y'all hit my like button, man? I'm still missing some likes. Bro. But I'm still reading all these goddamn comments. What up to my nigga C's from Philly, man? Hey, man. Blessings to you and your Philadelphia 76ers and your Philadelphia Eagles, man. I know it's been a hard year for you guys. I hate to say that I told you so, but y'all wasn't going to win shit. And now that James Harden is being rumored to want to go back to Texas and play for Houston, I want to know, how do you feel about that, my brother, being from Philly and being a diehard 76ers fan? And then I also would love to know, how do you feel about Joel Embiid? Do you really feel like he should have been the MVP over Nikola Jokic? Let me know. Drop something in the chat, fam. I got to get back on my basketball shit, too. I got a whole lot to say. Okay, y'all just going back and forth. He said it won't matter who wins the fight. There will be a rematch. They both have rematch clauses built in their contracts. We even have the possibility of a trilogy if things line up. Yeah, that's a fair point. But in my personal opinion, I don't think there's going to be a trilogy. I don't. But I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong because I wouldn't mind seeing these dudes fight 3 times because we waited for 5 years, Con. Good point, bro. Let me like that comment. Kell Brooks switch hit. Hey, but did he do it in the Errol Spence fight? I don't recall him doing that during the Errol Spence fight, bro. I'm going to go back and watch that fight. I done watched that fight about 20 times, and I don't recall Kell Brooks switch hitting. Now, I do recall Sean Porter doing it a little bit, but not too much. And he caught Errol a couple of times and rocked him a couple of times whenever he did that. But Kell Brooks, I'm going to do my homework, bro. I'm going to get back to you on that. Okay, let me like that comment. Matter of fact, hold on. Just so I won't forget. Good shit, loyal to the game. You making me think. I'm going to go back and watch that fight tomorrow. Darian said Bud Ego will win the fight. Okay. All right. Yeah, they both alpha males, though. Errol got a big-ass ego, too. That's why we want to see the fight. We want to see who the best. They both are each other's best opponent today. Now, that's a fact. This is the comment of the night. I agree. Mean Machine can switch as well. Okay. Switch hitting doesn't guarantee wins. I totally agree with you on that, my brother. That's a good point. All right, y'all just going back and forth. All right, so let me go ahead and do this, man. I think I pretty much got everybody. Okay, Brim said NY Thursday, LA Friday. All right, bet. So I might have to do it on Friday because I think the one in LA might be a little live. Okay, I appreciate that, Brim. That's a bit. Shout out to the General Big Fish in the building, man. I see you, boy. Shout out to my brother in real life. I see you. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and drop the link just in case y'all want to come on and rock with your boy E-Thriller for a couple of minutes or so. I don't plan on being on here all night. I guess I'll do a 2-hour show if y'all want to come on and rock, pop y'all shit, give y'all take on this Errol Spence and Al Haymon situation. Errol Spence signed it with a new management company. Y'all could come on and let me know what y'all think about it. But before y'all come on, let me go over the panel etiquette and the panel rules. All right, so as always, rule number 1, please turn your camera on so I can authenticate you. Rule number 2, please mute your audio until E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, introduces you. Rule number 3, You will have 5 minutes to speak and pop your shit. Say anything you want. You can call me an idiot. You can say I don't know shit about boxing. E-Thriller, you're a Neanderthal. You hate Errol Spence. You're a bud buddy. I really don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna say shit. Rule number 4, and one of the most important rules on my panel: please don't dominate the show. Because if it's a big panel, if it's 5 or 6, 10 motherfuckers on here, everybody want to get their points in. Everybody want to pop their shit. So can we just all be aware of what's going on and what's being said and who got smoked with who, so y'all can go back and forth, right? And rule number 5, which is the most important rule in my honest opinion: please don't mention any other channels on my channel. And if you want to mention somebody else's channel, I bet, but that's paid promotion. You got to send me a cash app or I'm kicking you the fuck off. No exceptions, zero tolerance. And rule number 6, respect the host and my guests. I see you're loyal to the game. I see you. You can cut your cam off if you want to. All right, going out to my guy. Is that Stephen Brim? You're live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me.
What is the dealio?
Oh man, just trying to paint these pictures so vividly, man, and dispel this propaganda that's being spoke about on the great Errol Spence. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the time that it was announced, it was worthy of being questioned. There was nothing wrong with asking the question. When the question was posed, I definitely wasn't jumping out no window and doing the confirmation bias movement because I didn't know, and I didn't have any indication that that was the case, but it was question marks. And, I talked about it earlier, but then after getting the information and then and finding out that he's been doing business with this gentleman since 2014, and then him making a actual Twitter post saying, "Hey, listen, I'm still with Al." So that lets me know this has to do with everything else outside of boxing fight. It's about it's probably for his likeness, his branding, and all the other aspects that has to do with Errol Spence.
Right.
So again, Steve not a bud buddy. Steve not an aerosexual in any capacity. I'm gonna try to be even as possible. I don't want to jump out the window for nonsense. A lot of people did. It was immediately cleared up, and there's really nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the screen. He said, "Chill. The only person managing my boxing career is Al Haymon."
Yep. You
In
know what I
response to
mean?
Oscar De La Hoya, who was trying to be messy.
Yeah, he was being.
Shout out
He
to
was being.
Golden
He was.
Boy, though.
It was real cute because he added the slash advisor at the end, and that was the slick move
Yeah,
right
he
there.
was
Like,
trying to be
oh,
messy,
you
man.
playing dirty. I see how you give it up, but that ain't no surprise. I mean, De La Hoya was tripping the other night, talking about I'm tired of people's shit. I wanna, I wanna, I'm gonna call you out on it, and then he responded to his own shit, talking about he gonna bend something. It was crazy. He was bugging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't catch that, but go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good, but no, that's all I got for that, man. It's the usual stuff. I mean, I know
I see
some
you,
of
Mr.
the
Golden.
I guarantee you, Golden Grams, the Bud Buddy is going to say that he's fronting in line,
Oh
and
Lord.
he gonna do it. Come on,
I
man.
mean, how
He a
can
Bud Buddy.
anybody say that at this point, Brim? When the tweet he clearly said that
Yeah,
Al
but
Haymon is the only
you're
one.
talking about conspiracy Golden, bro.
I got you. I got
Come
you.
on, you know
Mr.
how
Golden
big
do be on
Golden
that
give it up.
bullshit.
You know how Mr. Golden give it up. That's Golden Grams, baby. He don't
Yeah.
care. He about that COA conspiracy life. That's
Yeah.
the bro.
Yeah. Fair point.
Matter of
All
fact,
right,
let's
man.
let him speak. Let him speak, please.
Let him finish speaking, please. All right, man. Let me pass the mic, Brim. Hang tight, fam. All right, going out to Lawyer to the Game Boxing. You're live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me. My name was popping, bro.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I don't really want to say too much about that whole management situation.
Okay.
I know who Adrian Clark is. So
Okay.
I've seen even when Derek James first opened his gym, world class gym in Dallas, he didn't give a lot of people um even the address to it. And Adrian Clark was one of the people who was invited.
Okay.
They've been tight. I don't quote me, but I think somebody over there, Earl might be his son's godfather, something like that. So this is something that I think was more of a thing of Adrian Clark building his company. His company was built on the right
Mm.
foundation, and the purpose of what they're about is a great thing. And I think Earl just waited to make sure all his ducks was in a row, and then he blessed them and signed with them to help him out. So I mean, it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Ain't too much to talk about that. And for anybody who think, because people just kind of waiting just to throw some shade, but
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder got a manager named Shelly Finkel. He's
Mm-hmm.
been without Heyman the whole time. So I
Yep.
mean,
Good point.
there's nothing. There's nothing here. There's a lot of people in boxing who have way too many. They have multiple managers. They got too many people in their pocket. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing really too much to talk about with that.
Yeah, it kind of seems like to me from the outside looking in, it sounds like some LeBron James and Rich Paul type shit. Now, granted, Rich Paul is an agent, so that's kind of different than what this Adrian Clark guy is going to be doing. But it kind of sounds similar to that, like Earl putting his niggas on. Shout out
Right.
to Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Already, man. Is that all you got to say before I pass the mic,
That's
bro?
it. Yeah, you go
Hey,
past
it
the
look
mic.
like you got some smoke with my boy in the chat, man. Shout out to Is My Opinion. Hey, Is My
Eh,
Opinion. Loyal to the
uh,
game said you don't know shit about boxing. So
he
I know
don't.
you said you will pull back up on the panel. I don't know if you're busy or not, but
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
man, click that link. Is My
He,
Opinion.
he
Shout out to
don't.
my
I'm
guy.
just. I'm just not. I'm just. Like I'm at a point now where
Mm,
I'm over. The fight is here. I'm over the narratives. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like they getting ready to fight. None of all of that other shit matters. Money and ducking and this and that. They look. If we keep it 100, most Terence Crawford fans, and I've heard it plenty of times on this channel and
mm.
other channels that
Okay.
said, Errol Spence was gonna move up to 154. All kinds of stuff. This guy had a fight with a PBC fighter lined up in Keith
Mm,
Thurman, which would have made money, which would have been a very solid pay-per-view, and he didn't take that fight.
mm.
He's the reason this fight is happening. He's the reason because he could have done what Bud did when Bud went and fought Avenesian and said, "Hey, yo, you know what? I've been out the ring, X amount of months. It's been over a year since Earl Spence been in the ring." He could have said, "Oh,
I see you, Q. You
I'm
cut
gonna
your
go,
cam off, bro.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go take a tune up or a fight or whatever before I get in the ring with Terrence Crawford." But
Mm,
he didn't do that. He stuck. No matter what people say, if you just look at the hard cold facts, everything what Earl Spence said is what he did. He said he was gonna take care of shit on his side of the street, and then when he got all the belts over there, he was gonna fight Terrence Crawford. Last time I checked, the last person he fought was Ugas, and that was the third belt and the only belt that was left that he didn't have at PBC. And he stood out over a year to make sure this fight happened and it's announced. So all the other stuff is a bunch, it was all good and great when we didn't have a fight announced. But if we just being honest, whether you believe Terrence Crawford is gonna win the fight
mm.
or Earl Spence is gonna win the fight, Terrence Crawford has been the one who said the most contradictive stuff
I
in
see it
this
as my
whole.
opinion.
He's been saying the most contradictive stuff in his whole whatever amount of time, 4 to 5 years. One moment is, he wants to fight. One moment he don't care about the fight. He's past the fight. If it's 50-50, he wouldn't take it. It should be 60-40. There's not going to be no fight. If Earl Spencer said the same thing, whether fans liked what he said or not, he stuck to it. And now the fight's getting ready to happen. So look, let the best man win. And what I'll say in regards to that is,
Mm,
like I was talking to the brother, is my opinion
mm.
is this. When I say Terrence Crawford hasn't gotten a ring he hasn't gotten a ring or like got the experience to be in this type of fight. What I mean by that is it, maybe it's his fault or it's not his fault because
I
he
see
he
you, Q.
don't he don't pick his opponents. He's not a matchmaker.
Mm.
I could be 100 on stuff. He's not a matchmaker. But what I'm telling you is, uh, fighting Mean Machine, fighting Jeff Horn, fighting a washed up Amir Khan, fighting a Kell Brook that Errol Spence beat years ago, and that didn't fight at that weight class for years, and his own trainer didn't even back him in that fight because he said it was bullshit and he wasn't going to be part of it. Let's just be honest. These are facts. It's not my opinions. These are things. These are real things that happen.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Fighting Amir Khan, who was in a knockout drag out fight with Samuel Vargas the fight before.
mm.
You know, these type of fights are not going to prepare him uh, for an elite fighter. Both of these guys are elite fighters, but these type of fights are not going to prepare him. And all I'm going to say is this, and I'm gonna pass it.
Okay.
Terence Crawford sh- only shot in this fight, and I'm being honest with you, is Earl Spence. He gets hit in between punches. Terence Crawford's a sharpshooter. If Terence Crawford does not hurt Errol Spence in between punches, he's gonna get beat up really fucking bad. He's gonna get beat up really. He's gonna get because they're gonna fight. The thing about Terence Crawford, he's a skilled fighter. He a elite fighter. He a disciplined fighter. But there's one part of his fight game that is not disciplined, and it's gonna show up in this fight because the way Earl Spence fight, he's an action packed fight because he pushes the pace.
Yep.
Terence
Okay.
Crawford, when he gets hit, he wants to. He gonna the discipline go out the window. His ego shows up, and he wants to bite down and fight you. And he gonna get hit. And the person who got the best chin, and the person who's the most durable fighter is gonna win this fight because these motherfuckers is gonna fight and give us a great fight. So salute to them and salute to you guys.
I loyal to the game. Hang tight, man, because my boy pulled up on you, bro. It's my opinion, but I got to go to Mr. Golden first, and then I'm going to go to It's My Opinion, and then I'm going to go to Fish, and then I'm going to go to Q. Mr. Maceo, you're live on the chat with the pack. Holler at me. How are you, kind sir?
Man, so I really just came on just to say fuck Big Fish and fuck Steven for that shit they pulled last night.
What you mean? What happened?
You know the hell I'm talking about. After I got off the goddamn panel last night, Big Fish, he gonna see me in the goddamn ring when he mocking me last night, fucking with Steven ass. You know that shit talking about Mr. Gold. He imitating me last night.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I forgot. yeah, you sound like you, Mr. Gold.
He did a great job too. It was great. I ain't gonna lie.
I forgot.
Fuck you,
that was an excellent impersonation.
Sexual ass. That came on. And then that brother,
the irony.
And then Lord to the game, man, and all that bullshit he talking about, man. Go ahead on that bullshit, dog.
Go ahead, man, go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead. I knew somebody was gonna get him. Go ahead.
You know I'm gonna get his ass for that shit, talking all that bullshit. Man, listen, Bull fought because nobody on PBC want to fight this motherfucking man. And Earl haven't fought no hell of a elite fighters neither. Everybody he fought, everybody don't beat their ass too. You feel what I'm saying? So come on, that bullshit. Talk about Bud and fought no elite fighter, ain't got to prepare for the fight. Man, that man being prepared for the fight. Then I ought to say the same guy, that damn fuck the fight. Nigga keep dodging me. Come up with excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. So I passed the fight too. Shit. I don't waste my time chasing you. You bullshit. Let's see if Earl man enough to keep his word and pay that $1 million when he get his ass fucked up. That's what I want to know. If he gonna pay that $1 million and Bud beat the shit out of his ass. That's what I want to know. Now I get you right. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. You see, like I tell everybody, it's two sides of Terence Crawford. There's Terence at the first fight and Bud when you hit him. Once you hit him, he become Bud. That's when he gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Earl can't go in there looking for a teach when Bud knock his ass out. They got that mouthpiece out either. God dang, going talking that shit about my boy Bud Crawford.
We'll see.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna see. Like I said, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. What you gonna say when Earl can't hurt Bud? Earl don't hurt Bud.
We've seen Bud hurt by lesser guys.
Shit, who was hurt? He was hurt, goddamn Earl ass. And no seven say he wasn't hurt.
He ain't had no stinky leg like Bud, and he
did too.
And he finished.
That's that man did. That's that man did.
And he finished the round strong and broke his shit up in the next round.
Listen, cause you know why? They paid Ugas to stop. Ugas took a dive when that motherfucker fight. Everybody know that shit.
Stop that shit, Mr. Gold.
Come on, bro. The man's eye was leaking for 48 hours.
This is my goddamn 5 minutes. Y'all ain't supposed to be talking right now. I'm doing a big fish. This is my 5 minutes. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, pop your shit, Mr. Golden. It's your time, my brother. Go ahead.
This is my goddamn time. I sat patiently and listened to you talk that bullshit. Then you got Quentin in the background talking that shit.
Yeah, that's how you handle that shit, Mr. Golden.
Goddamn, I'm being Big Fish Jr. tonight. Fuck that shit. That's my 5 minutes. Nah, back to what I said. Earl did do the stinky leg. That mother came with that motherfucker roll like he was drunk. That nigga hit his ass. He put the dancing. And y'all know that's the truth. If it wasn't for the rope to the ass would have been on the ground. The Uga stood still. After Ugas hit that motherfucker, damn, I wasn't supposed to do this. Al gonna kick my ass. He stood there, let that man beat his ass. And guess what? Out of all that shit he did, he still didn't hurt that man. He still didn't stagger that man or drop that man. The referee stopped the fight. That man still wanted to go on. But they wanted Earl to get a TKO or a stop because he had one in 20 years. Now, I'm let Big Fish talk his shit so I can cuss his ass out. Don't never see me another motherfucker late like you did today. You know I'm going to talk that shit. And Steven, quit lying. You know you was an Earl sexual before you turned to a Bud Buddy. Tell me you got it unbiased. Unbiased my ass. I'm coming with you my goddamn mic.
Mr. Golden come out smoking.
Hey, Q, this might be a cut.
Yeah, this a cut, man. This a cut.
Oh, say, look here.
That man
the Brimley coming out real soon.
God damn it.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Are you finished, Mr. Golden? How many more minutes you got, bro?
Well, I had to mute my mic. Big Fish was talking shit. I had mute my damn mic. I told y'all I mute my goddamn. Hey, Q, don't you sit back there. I'm going to go, Q, and don't you sit there and listen to that man, that crazy shit. Goddamn, going. I'm waiting on it's my opinion. Get his ass Nate. He gonna tear his ass up too. I'll wait. Yeah, I'm gonna mute my mic.
I bet.
I'll mute my mic.
Let me go out to my guy. It's my opinion. You're live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me, bro. What's popping, fam?
How my audio sound?
You sound crispy, my brother. How are you?
Oh man, what's up, E3? What's up, chat? What's up, panel?
Hey man, I appreciate that cash app again, bro. Go ahead, my brother.
What's up?
You already know. Good show. Good show on Q and Big Fish. It was funny yesterday. And good show on E3 yesterday. I just had to miss it because I was on my anniversary and shit.
Thank you.
But thank you. Let me crush all this dummy talk the Lord to the game was doing. First, he said, let's get rid of that 60. He wanted to take the 60-40, 50-50. We all know that was right after the Errol Spence car accident. When they asked him, would he take the fight? He said he wanted to take it for no reason because he wanted to get no credit. So that's just out the window. You was in there talking in the chat about Mikey Garcia got foot movement and all this shit like that. We seen the fight. Straightforward was just a punching bag. Only person he fought with movement was Sean Porter, and we seen how that fight went. Very tough. I can't even go through all that bullshit you was saying. Like, shit.
Kell Brook has no foot movement.
Hey, hold on, loyal to the game. Let him participate, bro. Didn't nobody interrupt you, bro. He got 5 minutes. I'll let you respond. Go ahead, is my opinion.
All right. He talking about Errol Spence was going to was doing everything he said he was going to do. He must didn't watch your show yesterday because he was about to fight Keith Thurman. Remember the big announcement he was supposed to have? That was before he's going to fight Bud, right after Ugas. So that's left that out the window. Before the car accident, he's about to fight Danny Garcia and all this extra stuff like that. What else? What else you say? He said a whole bunch of shit. Damn, I couldn't even remember because Mr. Golden was so funny and he threw me off. He just threw me off. Man, just go to open panel, man, because I just want to just go. I got to go back and forth when he starts talking again.
All right, this is it. All right, so let me do this. Let me go out to the General Big Fish. You're live on the chat with the pack. Holler at me, big bro. What's poppin'?
E3, what's going on?
What's good, my brother? How are you?
I'm great, man. Great news today, man. Al Haymon got fired.
Nah, he didn't get fired, bro.
Fucking with you, I know that shit was some bullshit. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Mr. Golden? It's my opinion. It's my wrong opinion. my right brother Q and my right brother Brim. What's going on?
Oh wow! Hold up, I'm taking it back right now. Hold up, what?
You always right. I mean, you ain't. You right.
What?
Your record is a perfect one. E3, I wanna give you props, man. I know you. I've heard this before on your show. E3, you're our leader. So I I know Bud Buddies love you to death, but you don't pander to them. So I can appreciate that, man, because I seen all kind of fucking clickbait today, boy. I was groveling that shit. I got a world tour E3 that I'm going on. If I could, I would set up a fucking kissing booth with a fucking jackass turned around so all the Bud Buddies can line up one by one and come kiss that motherfucker right on the ass. E3, but I'll leave you out of it though. I'm gonna leave Rebel.
That.
I'm gonna leave Rebel Life alone. I'm gonna leave Miss T alone. Everybody else, y'all motherfuckers get
Hold up.
Wait. I cannot fucking wait. E3.
You can't put Brimley on there.
But I don't know what to tease you about. You're unbiased, Brimley. It's my turn. Be quiet, please. Let me speak. You always do that, Brimley. You throw me off, man. Got to restart. I got to reset like Earl got to do, right? It's my opinion.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What'd you say?
You got to reset them feet.
I got to reset my feet like Errol Spence got to do all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making sure you was on point. Yeah. So, but E3, yeah. Man, these dudes are. They just want to be right. It's already proven that you're wrong all the fucking time. You want to be you're a scumbag journalist, just making shit up, knowing that the shit ain't true. You put a fucking question mark there on your fucking titles to try to trick a motherfucker to click on it, knowing you fucking lying, or you just leave something fucking out completely. This shit is a joke, E3. Can you really believe if they did they read the article, E3?
Yeah, I read it earlier, bro. I read it several times.
No, I know you had to.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because you didn't spread the fucking lies to the bloodthirsty Bud Buddies. You didn't spread it to them. Shit is fucking crazy, man. The only person managing my boxing career is Al Haymon. I bet Mr. Golden go say his account was hacked.
Mr. Golden dropped off. Yeah, he rolled out the ring, man.
The back end calling him. No.
Go ahead, Fish. I think your audio fucking up. Go ahead, bro. I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, this shit is fucking crazy. A tweet, a motherfucker can take a tweet that say, I feel played, and that's tied into Al Haymon. That's tied into PBC automatically. Boy, I swear, E3. And I'm still waiting. It's my opinion. Have you gave Errol Spence his public apology that you owe him?
I don't owe shit.
Shit. Well, you don't need to watch
him taking the fight. Him taking the fight don't excuse all them years of what he was doing. Period.
He helped Bud and his family out, man.
Bud helped him and his family out. You want him to take no guarantee. You want him to take no guarantee. No guarantee. Now he getting bread.
Panel etiquette.
Oh, this is good. No, this is good. This is a Brimley. Let him keep going.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna get no Brimley.
You already got one.
You just got one.
Oh my God, stop.
That's a good kid.
Mute my mic.
It's my opinion. Spence is responsible for Terence Crawford's highest ever pay, highest ever guarantee. Be thanking him.
Hey, Fisher. Hey, hold on, bro. I don't want to cut you off because I don't want to get cussed out, but your audio you sound kind of far away, bro, when you're talking.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, I think your mic fucking up, bro.
Pass the mic, bro.
You said what?
Pass the mic.
All right, that's a bit. I believe we are on the BFB Master Q. Shout out to my dog, my bro. Pop your shit, bro. What's popping? Talk to me, Q. Q. All right, well, shit, man. Let's go ahead and go to open panel, man. Hey, it's my opinion. Loyal to the game. Have at it. Y'all go ahead.
I mean, this dude ain't got nothing but opinions. I mean, he don't really stick to anything too factual. I mean, it's in his name. And it's evident the dude watches no film. He's just a master of narratives. But if we talk, I mean, we just stick to the facts, man. It's not even close what he's talking about. At the end of the day, the fight's happening because Earl Spence stuck to his word. There's no other way to cut it. He didn't fight nobody else. You could have said there was a big announcement. No one fought. This is boxing. There's always announcements and shit don't happen until
Car
it's
accident.
appropriate. Okay, so he was in a car accident. Okay, and what? And what?
That's not the announcement.
I mean, didn't Terence Crawford have a term sheet for the PBC and they went with avocado? Didn't
For
they? Did they?
2023.
You know, and
2023.
it doesn't listen. It don't matter when you doing multi-million-dollar business. You have to have etiquette. You don't just get up from the negotiating table with someone for 4 to 5 months you've been working on shit with, and then let them find out through social media that you going somewhere else after they're waiting from a response for you. So everyone thought that he just moved on. I mean, that's
But
just basic common sense.
let's say your common sense. Let's say basic common sense, like you just said. And Big Fish, you just said Earl got Bud his biggest payday. If he would have did what y'all wrong brothers always say do and just took the no guarantee, would he be getting 8 figures guarantee right now? Him and Earl, who Earl said he wasn't getting no guarantee either. Mister Loyal to the game, where you moving millions around.
Well,
First off, when you send me, if you send me something and then I agree to it, and then when it comes
That's in the
back, it's
queue.
different. It's different. That's not the same thing, bro. That's out the window. Let me go get this over here while you waiting to 2023. I told you at the beginning of the year I want to fight at the end of the year. So if you don't want to fight me at the end of the year when I said let's fight at the end of the year, move on, bro. Go to the next one, like he told you. And then you talk about it's easy and evident who got more skills, who did the better competition. Last time I checked, Bud Hand in the Hall of Fame, not Earl's. But
yeah,
last time I checked, Bud pound for pound number one on almost everybody's list.
Let's address that, right? We because
Go
I'm
ahead.
good at staying on top. So let's address that. So
Go ahead.
Terrence Crawford is going into the Hall of Fame based on his accolades of what he's accomplished in terms of titles, right? But
No,
what it is, I mean, it
no.
is
He the
because
first active fighter. He the first active fighter to do this. Not no other body but him. He's the first active fighter with his head casted in the Hall of Fame in
okay,
history. All
so
these thousands and millions of boxers. Look
so
at that. Bud, nigga. Like
so
Bushi say,
so
Bud,
again,
nigga.
so
Man,
again,
Hell,
in my Q voice.
hell, hell,
In
don't,
my Q
hell,
voice,
don't,
nigga.
hell,
so
don't
yeah,
propagate this shit.
Hum.
so so
Right.
so again, we going with narratives. Like I stated,
That's not a narrative. That's a fact.
Hold on,
That's
hold
a
on,
fact.
hold
Look
on,
at that.
hold
That's
on,
a
hold on,
picture.
hold on, hold on, lawyer to the game. That's not a narrative, bro. You're
no,
looking
no,
at it,
no,
man.
no,
That's a
no, no,
fact.
no, no,
We
no, no.
can't
That's
say
a
I'm
that it's
fact.
a
stating
narrative when
no,
it's a
I'm
fact,
not
bro.
stating that him getting his hand cast is a
Oh,
narrative.
okay, my bad. I
What
misunderstood you.
I'm
Fact.
stating is why is a narrative. What I just said to this man here was that he's going into the Hall of Fame based off of his accolades because he was undisputed. He was an undisputed champ. What he accomplished at 135, and then moving up to 147, becoming a world champion, and what he's done at 147. But
3 different
in
weight
the
classes.
process, that's why he's doing it. But if we take a look at the people he's fought to accomplish that, Ricky Burns, okay, Julius Ndongo. Let's be serious about that. Julius Ndongo and Jeff Horn and Victor Postal. That's where his belts came from. So so we could just keep it 100. The guy's a very skillful fighter, okay, but he knows, and everyone knows who watches Terrence Crawford is that what's missing in his Hall of Fame career is a Hall of Fame opponent. Most guys in the Hall of Fame have multiple Hall of Fame opponents. You have legacy fights. When you talk about Ali, when you talk about Hagler, when you talk about uh, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Roy Jones Jr., when you talk about all of these guys, these Oscar De La Hoya, all of these guys have legacy fights, legacy opponents. This guy has been in the ring with people that everyone knew he was going to beat. Everyone.
What about Earl? What about Earl?
Everyone.
Can
Earl
you
got
say the
nothing.
same thing about Earl
Bro,
though?
Earl got
fight,
nothing. Earl got
bro,
nothing. He got nothing. At least
bro,
Bud got the accolades. Earl got nothing though.
every fight Earl be
Earl got
going
nothing.
into, bro,
Hey,
every
hold on.
fight,
It's my opinion. Let's hear his answer, bro. But what
bro.
do you
All
say
right,
to
go ahead.
that? Lawyer,
I pay
lawyer
attention to
to the
all
game.
these. I pay attention to all these channels.
Hmm?
Every fight Earl be going into, that y'all be saying he gonna lose.
Who
Who?
said that shit?
Who said
Most
that
people,
shit?
most people. Listen, a lot.
What you talking to us?
First of all, I think it's highly disrespectful what some of you guys say. How you guys try to discredit stuff. Like, first off, when you look at
Like you?
when you talk about opinions, right? Are you telling me that Sugar Ray, I should listen to your opinion over Sugar Ray Leonard's opinion? Sugar Ray Leonard
Same
had
with
Mike.
you.
Sugar Ray Leonard, and other greats had Mikey beating Earl Spence. That's
Oh
not
my
me.
god.
No, that's not me. It could be, oh my God, but at the end of the day, that's
That's
not
fact.
me. This is a bona fide top 10 fighter in the history of the sport. In the history of the sport.
Okay, we give you that, but let's
Okay.
be real
And
here.
they
But
say he the
lawyer
best
to
in
the
the fight.
game.
When that fight was
Hold on,
made,
y'all.
there was no way
Hold
we
on,
was
lawyer
gonna
to the
think
game.
Mikey
Let me
was
let me
gonna
ask
win.
y'all this. Hold on, lawyer to the game. Let me ask you this, bro. Which one of these niggas, like, what fights was we picking Errol Spence to lose? Just
A
out of
lot of
curiosity.
I'm just saying a lot of channels had him losing to Kell Brook.
That's hater channels,
Yeah,
because
they did.
those are hater channels.
A lot of channels had him losing to Kell Brook. A lot of channels
Okay.
had him losing to Sean Porter.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Yeah, a
Wow.
lot
I
of
don't
channels. Yeah,
recall.
bro.
I don't recall.
Listen, just be honest. Just be honest. You're not the only channel out there.
People saying
You
he lost
see,
to people saying he lost to Sean Porter.
right.
That shit crazy right there in itself. It's
They were
my
all
But we don't
they
give a
opinion.
all
fuck about
That's
none of
bugging.
different
that. You
shit.
talking to
Now,
They
us.
all
hold
bugging. They
on.
all bugging.
We not, wait a minute. We're not gonna sit up here and act like that Earl Spence wasn't a favorite heading into that fight. So
No,
what
I'm
we're
just
saying
saying.
is
No,
those
my
niggas are
point is
idiots if they were saying that heading into that fight.
no.
I thought
E3
he was
is
gonna
people
knock
that come
Sean
on this
Porter
show
out.
and say that motherfucking Sean Porter won that fight, bro.
No,
And
I'm
you
not.
know,
I'm not.
and
Of
those are butt
course, because it
buddies.
was a close fight. But I'm saying heading into that fight, everybody was saying he was gonna knock Porter out.
Some people said that.
Hell, Earl was saying it. He said he was an
Yeah.
easy work.
Everybody.
More people picked
Earl
Errol
said
Spence
it.
to win, and that's why he was the favorite. There's not a fight that Errol Spence has been in that I thought he was going to lose in. I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
That's the
There's
point.
not a
So neither
single
one of
fight that
them
I
have
thought he
been
was
in.
going to lose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I
Thank you,
think
Brendan.
He called Sean Porter a street fighter.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The only time I heard people talking about Earl Spence was gonna lose. Remember when he fought Ugas last? It was people talking about Ugas might win, and I was saying,
What?
"Hey man, what's your
Oh
cash
my,
out?
come
What's your
on.
cash out so we can bet?" I do remember that.
Y'all
Man, y'all
using the
can't keep
Earl
bringing
haters.
dummies to the table.
Yeah, y'all using the Earl haters, bro. That's like us
Those
using.
are exceptions
That's
to
like
the
us
rule.
using a
In my
Bud
general
hater.
victory's voice.
That's us like using the ultimate Bud hater as our example. Like, come on, yo. Let's go with the look at the field,
The
not
betting
the
odds
anomaly.
all had Earl Spence as a favorite in all his fucking fights.
Ugas, man,
But
I
just
knew the moment that fight was announced. I said, well, but Spence gonna put a beating on Ugas.
Hey,
I knew that from the jump street.
But Brim,
you
you did
know,
hear that though. We can go back to shows.
Yeah, but we've
Well,
heard that about Bud too. They said that Porter was gonna beat Bud too.
Yeah,
Because
and Brooke.
those are the
a lot of
extremes.
people were
And
saying Bud
Brooke.
was
There's extremes on
was
both
ducking some.
sides. But we're not going to talk about the extremes. Let's talk about the
They said
general
American Hero.
opinion. The overall general opinion is what we need to be looking at,
well,
not the anomalies, not the haters of the fighters who wanted them to lose. Let's look at the general opinion. When both of these guys been in the ring, neither one of them has been a true underdog. Well, actually, Terrence was underdog one time. And Errol Spence was in a potential 50-50 fight one time. And that was for Errol Spence, that's Kell Brook. And for Terence Crawford, that is Prescott. That's it. Every other fight between either one of them, they went into the fight and I looked at it, they winning.
Mm.
And that's
okay,
what the masses looked at it.
I could agree with that.
Excellent point, bro.
I
Good
could agree.
point, Brent.
I could definitely agree with that. But as I'm saying, you know, all that other stuff don't even matter anymore. These guys getting ready to fight now, and none of that shit is gonna go into the ring. And I'm gonna
Facts.
keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I'm gonna tell you what's a big problem for Terence Crawford? Listening to the interview with Wallow and Gilly the Kid, Terence Crawford believes a lot of these narratives that are pushed about him. Talking it's true though. This guy, let's keep it 100 because I got pictures. I got
Oh
proof.
Lord.
So you're gonna tell me that the version of Kell Brook that Terence Crawford fought was better than the version that Errol Spence fought?
No,
Yes.
No,
Yeah, he
no.
was.
I said,
Yeah, he was.
no, I'm not
Yeah, he
gonna say that.
was.
I don't
Yeah,
agree
he
with that. Some
was.
people will, but he has
Yeah,
an
he was.
argument. He
Let me
has.
just say this.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
he
man.
was.
What
Hold on,
E3?
y'all. Let me make this quick point about that question.
Mhm.
That's an excellent question, too. I feel like the nigga that fought the best version of Kell Brook was Sean Porter
Yes.
out of everybody. So, no, I'm
That's
not
a
going to
fact.
sit up here and say that.
I mean, I would agree.
But the one Bud fought was better than on the one Earl
No, I
fought.
don't agree with that. I
I
don't
don't
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that.
Yes. Let me explain it.
I
Let me
think it's a
explain.
Hold
lie.
on, but before you
No,
explain,
let him
I
explain.
will say
Let
he
him
has an
explain.
argument. Bud had an
Let him
argument, but
explain.
I don't agree with it.
Let him explain.
Let me explain.
It's
From
my opinion. Hang yourself. Go ahead.
no,
Let him explain.
from Kell Brook's own mouth. Forget your opinion. Forget mine. This
Go
is the
ahead, Q.
fighter. This is the fighter who said he was weight drained going into the Earl fight, asking for medical extensions going into the Earl fight, hurt coming from 9 months when it take 6 to 12 months for a broken orbital bone to heal. He fought in 9 months asking for medical extensions. Versus when he fought Bud, he said he's in the best shape of his life. I don't care what you say. He
That's
said he was the best
called
shape of his life.
selling a fight.
I don't
That
want to call no
hey,
selling
can
the
I
fight. That's
speak?
called
Can I
propaganda.
speak?
You saying
Can,
you
can I speak
propaganda.
to?
You
Hey, can I
propaganda
speak?
though. That's
Can I
yours
speak to
opinion.
E3? Can I ask E3 a question? E3.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
You remember the Martin stand up where he was talking about how when he was a boxer, how boxers be before the fight. I got the best jab in the business.
Yeah.
I got defense. I got speed. I got this. And then after the
Yeah.
fight, when you got your ass whooped, what happened was that was fucking Kell Brook he was talking about, man. I don't want to
So
hear shit
why?
about
So why did he say he was weight drained going into the
he
Earl
was
fight and
telling
saying he perfect thing
he was
before that
hyping
fight?
him. He was, if I can finish, he was hyping his fucking self up, trying to make himself believe something that wasn't fucking true. And it was proven in the ring. The motherfucker had a fucking glass face, man.
That's titanium in
He
his
was
face,
shot.
bro.
He
No,
was
I
shot as
don't.
Can I?
motherfucker. He
I
get
don't
knocked
care what
out.
you say. I don't care what you. We said we're gonna stick to the facts. We go off what they say. We don't care about your opinion that you thought he
That's
wasn't. He
a good
said
point.
he
That's
was
my
some of his
opinion.
best.
Manny
He said he was in
Pacquiao
the best
told
shape of
us
his
he
life.
felt good before the Mayweather fight, didn't he?
Boy, this is some
And then he
Brandy
said
stuff.
some bullshit afterwards. Kell Brook
Yeah,
didn't.
exactly.
Kell Brook didn't. Kell Brook didn't.
No, I
Kell
don't
Brook
give
said
a
he was weight
fuck.
trained
The
going into the Earl
performance
Spence
in the
fight.
ring is what showed how you felt.
Man,
He
that's
that
Bud
was his
performance.
work.
That's
That's
Bud.
the work
Damn.
fucking
Bud,
worst he
nigga.
looked. And it
Bud,
wasn't cause
nigga.
fucking it wasn't
Bud.
cause Bud no fucking Aquaman. Hey, but
Yeah, it
hey,
is. Damn. One
it's
shot.
my opinion. That's just a picture. That's not really Aquaman. That's Bud
Damn, it
is a
is. I
fucking
know it's
picture.
not. It's
Bud
not
in a
Aquaman.
fucking
You're right. You're
picture.
right. It's not
Bud,
Aquaman.
hey,
We
it's
know it's
my
not
opinion. Let me
Aquaman.
tell you
That's
something.
Birdman.
Hey,
You're right.
hey,
That's
he is not a
Aquaman.
Calm
That's Aqua
down.
superhero, is
Blood.
my opinion.
Damn.
Oh man. So what is Earl Spence?
Well,
Hey, I'm
Remy.
just
Crickets. So what is
real
Earl Spence?
just
Crickets.
real quick. It's my
Can
opinion
I say
because
something?
no.
God
I just
damn.
Hey,
I just got just one
Mm.
thing. I just want to
yeah,
say
here
You
you
is
go,
got a
bro,
chance
because
to
Q ain't
say
even had the
shit.
time to speak. Go ahead.
oh go ahead, good brother. I'm sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Q. Pop your shit, bro, because you've been, you know what I'm saying, dropping
I,
in. Go
I,
ahead.
hey man, check this out. I'm gonna say something on what they just got through talking about just now. That I'm gonna say what I originally wanted. First and foremost, on what y'all talking about on Brook.
You going in and out.
Then your audio cutting in and out, Q.
Nah.
Q, you might have to
No, he
slide
said
out the
some
ring
bullshit.
and come back in, bro.
Well,
Hold
he
up,
get
I'm
his
No, he about
slide
to say
back
some
in.
bullshit.
I think he good. Well,
Nah, he dropped out. Hey,
let me just
lawyer
say,
to the game. Go ahead and say what you
yeah,
was
let
about
me
to
just,
say then, bro.
I know it's my opinion. I can tell by how emotional he is. He definitely didn't take the MCAT and have a medical degree. So he just capped,
Hey,
right?
where my
Because he
charger?
said it take
Hey, where my
months.
charger?
He said it take months for an orbital bone fracture to heal. I'm right here on Google. In many cases, an orbital bone fracture do not need to be treated with surgery. However, it may take several weeks or longer to fully recover. Um, and then another one shows here that orbital
He had a
bone.
break.
He had an orbital bone fracture. A fracture is a hairline break, brother. So it's
He said he
two.
had a broken orbital.
Again, a fracture is a break, but it's a hairline break. So his orb. First off, I don't understand why people talk about the orbital bone because Spence didn't even do anything to that eye. Number one. Number two, a fact that people just like to glaze over. They gave Spence hell for not, dropping Mikey Garcia or anything in his fight, but Triple G, who was known to be one of the biggest punchers in boxing, who was laying out full-fledged middleweights, did not drop Kell Brook, who moved up 2 weight classes against him, and he never had him out on his feet at all in that fight. They stopped the fight by throwing in the towel because they were saving Kell Brook's career so he could fight at 147 because he shouldn't even have been in that fight. So to sit up and act like he took all this hellacious punishment from Triple G, he did not. He also was winning rounds against Triple G. It just so happened that he got caught with a punch that broke his orbital bone. And it actually, if you watch the film, that punch actually happened in the second round. It was a jab that did that to his eye.
But can we say the same thing
Hey, that's
about?
a
Hold
great
on, hold on, hold on,
assessment.
hold on, hold on. Can we say the same thing about Kell Brook in his other fights against Errol Spence? He was winning some rounds in that fight before
Absolutely.
he got stopped, and we can say that about the Terence Crawford fight. He was winning rounds in that fight.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Without
Go
it,
ahead,
without
Fitz.
without a doubt. Yeah. I'm all I'm saying is this is a guy. This is a guy because matter of fact, I could pull a picture up for someone to sit. Every fighter says I'm in the best shape of my life going into a fight. They're not gonna say that.
He didn't though.
All fighters say that they was in
He
the
didn't
best
for
shape of their
Earl
life.
Spence though. He
Look,
didn't for Earl Spence though. So stop lying.
So I don't got no reason. I don't got no reason to
Man,
lie. I ain't got no reason to lie. I just turn my camera
You
on real
are lying
quick.
right now.
I'm gonna turn
You
my
lying
cam.
right now.
I'm gonna turn my camera on real quick. So that's
hey, it's
Kell
my
Brook.
opinion, man. You
That's
need to take a sip of your juicy juice, man.
yeah.
What you talking about? You better
Listen.
stop ordering
That's
E3.
listen.
Now
So
let that nigga keep doing what he doing. I love it. No.
E3. I'm gonna just ask you a question since I can tell that like you use logic. That's Kell Brook on the left. I'm sorry. Let me pull a picture back up for you.
Photoshop.
There ain't no Photoshop.
Oh, come on.
Photoshop.
Come
This
on.
is Kell Brook.
Photoshop.
Yeah,
Come
they
on,
Just like
photoshopped.
the
man.
floppy glove of Wilder. Just like the floppy
That's
glove of Wilder. They said that's Photoshop.
anyway.
Hmm.
That's Kell Brook 9 months before the Terence Crawford fight,
All
and
right.
that's him at the Terence Crawford weigh-in. So you
Okay.
telling me because his medical extension was for 9 months. This guy this guy got in a fight with Triple G and was full of muscle. So are you telling me that version of Kell Brook who had to drop all that weight when he clearly looked like he above 200 pounds right here, you telling me that he was in the best shape of his life when he
He
went
was
to go
coming off
fight?
three. You capping because he was coming off 3 wins. He had gradually got down. He was fighting at catch weight, 154, then 152. When he fought Earl Spence, when he fought Earl Spence, he was coming down from 160 straight to 147 in 9 months. He was asking for medical assistance. No, it's my turn to talk. 'Cause you just hogging the mic. Last time I checked, you just said before every fight, the fighters say, "Oh man, the best shape of their life." He wasn't saying that before Earl Spence. He was saying he was weight drained. Eddie Hearn was telling him to go up to 154 to drop the belt. He said he didn't want to drop the belt, so he went down there and fought him. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You capping right there, liar. That's all you do is lie, just like all them dudes on the
The
other side of
man
that channel
never said he was
lie.
weight.
That's all you do is lie.
The funny thing is, the man never said
You're
he
a
was.
liar.
The man never said he. First of all, don't make it personal. Don't call me no fucking liar. All right.
Oh man, don't get mad, man. You lying
No,
right
I'm
now,
just
though, bro.
saying.
Don't get
Yeah,
salty,
but
man. Don't get emotional.
don't sit up and
Pull your
call me.
panties down, bro. Don't get emotional.
Don't call me no liar though,
Pull your
bro.
skirt up, bro. You is lying right now, though.
Bro.
But you lying.
Listen. All I'm saying is that Kell Brook was not in the best shape, and he never stated that he was weight drained. He never even blamed his fight after he lost the fight on being weight
Yes,
dropped.
he did. He was blaming it the day before. He said, "Tell the Earl Spence, fight me at me weight. Fight me at me weight." Remember that?
Yeah.
You don't remember nothing because you be lying.
When they met up with Sam Watson, he said, "Fight me at 154," and he said he needs to move. He needs to move up. That's what he said.
He said it was weight drain. Oh Lord, Jesus, he was asking for medical assistance. All written down. Bro,
Now,
you look.
now you
Don't
talk
get on here
about
capping like everybody don't
now
know what
you
you talk about. You
now
just like to
here's
go on them
so
long
here's
dissertations
so
of
here's the
saying a whole
thing.
bunch of blah 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 and
So
bullshit, and then speaking no fact and telling me I'm speaking opinion. You lying.
anyway, so you talk about his 3 wins before he fought Terence Crawford. Do you know who Micah Zafra is? You ever
Yeah,
heard of
dude
him
that beat
before?
Jeff Horn, dude that beat Jeff Horn, that beat Manny Pacquiao.
And
Go in.
okay, so let me ask you a question. During that fight when Kell Brook and him were fighting, were the announcers saying that Kell Brook needs to retire after seeing how
Who
he beat
cares what
that
they
fight?
say? They say a whole bunch of stuff.
Wait a
They
minute.
said Mikey Garcia could
No,
beat
no, 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 no,
they
no,
said
no,
Mikey
no, no, no,
Garcia
no,
could
no,
beat
no.
Earl
See,
Spence.
this is what you
Body,
do.
body,
No,
body,
this
liver,
is
body.
this is what a lot of you Bud fans do. You get asked a question, you don't answer the question. You say
I
I don't
did.
care. No, you didn't. You said I don't care, and then you made up your narrative. I
No,
asked
that's a
you a
fact.
specific. Now I asked you a specific question. Did this?
E3, can you
Did
make
the
him
did
answer the
the,
question?
did the announcers state during the fight while he's fighting Michael Zephyr that Kell Brook needs to retire because he was taking too much punishment?
Yes, but who cares?
Okay,
Because they say a
so
whole bunch of stuff. They say a
so
whole bunch of stuff. You just said
so
they said
Wow.
Mikey Garcia
so
win, bro. So who
so
Wow.
cares that they
How you
say that
gonna
stuff?
say? How
They
you
say a
gonna
whole bunch of
say?
stuff.
so
Don't
Hey,
care on
hold
that
on,
though.
fellas. Hold on, fellas. Q back in the building, man. Let him pop his shit. He never got his 5 minutes. Go ahead, Q.
Q, do you hear all this body work? Hey, stop here. Hey, this is too much body work, man. Lord to the game, you killing this shit.
Sound like y'all got a new
Going to the
regulator.
game ain't doing nothing.
Hey, Q, go
Man,
ahead and pop his
man,
all
shit,
you
bro.
is loud.
man,
That's
look,
it.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's my opinion. You my boy, but you getting bodied right now, and I'm gonna tell you why.
No, y'all just sections.
You getting bodied because if you look up how long it takes for that injury to heal, it don't take. They gave him more than enough time. Then watch this here, my brother. Watch this here. Any fighter that get in the ring, don't they get checked out by the medical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, they
Yes
do.
or no? Yes or no? It's
Yes,
my
they
opinion.
do.
So watch
Yes, they
this here.
do.
So if Kell Brook was anything beyond not ready physically to perform, would they have let Kell Brook still get in that ring? Yes or no?
Possible. For the right money.
Come on,
Hey, anything. We
man.
see they let dudes like Oscar Valdez fight after a failed drug test. So what are you talking about? Regis and Dillian White, B. Sample missing. So
That don't have
come on,
nothing to
man.
do with this topic,
This
though.
guys we're talking
Yes,
about
it does. That got something to do with corruption and boxing. They let anything go for the right price of money. That's what it got to do with it.
we're talking about injuries, and you're talking about steroids.
No, he's talking about let somebody fight and let somebody do stuff, and it still don't change the fact that Kell Brooks said out his own mouth he was not right. He said that.
You see how he didn't address the question?
But no, I said he said that though. You keep telling me all this other stuff that they let him do. But I'm going off what the fighter says.
All right, watch this. If you say it's a conspiracy of money, how come they didn't let Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao?
What you mean?
That's a big money fight. That was a big money fight. If we going with your thesis of quote unquote, ain't no telling what they'll do. They corrupt. They do anything for the money. Whoop de whoop. How come they didn't do it for the Errol Spence Pacquiao?
Errol Spence wasn't ready. Errol Spence wasn't ready. What you talking about? Errol Spence was in the fact he wasn't ready.
He asked to fight.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We just seen him want to fight, and now he making Bud fight. We just seen what Errol Spence do when he put his foot down. So he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight.
Earl, you can't fight them doctors. That's the point, bro. What are you talking about? You can't go against them doctors. Them doctors are liable for lying. Bro. They not gonna do that.
Yo, E3, get another.
It still don't change the fact what Kell Brooks said out his own mouth. We talking about fact. I don't care about your propaganda,
fight, bro. They wouldn't let him fight. So the point is, Kell Brook wasn't gonna be able to fight even if he wanted to, if he was really hurt. So
E3.
Since he fought, that means he was cleared to fight. That's the difference.
E3, get
What
another
up, lawyer
body.
to the game? What's popping, bro?
Yeah, get another body bag out for It's My Opinion.
Oh man,
Hey,
y'all can't
hey,
be doing my boy like that, man.
This is
I ain't got
hey,
nobody
hold on.
there. Hey,
This
hey,
is
I'm
hey,
just
hold
listening,
on.
I ain't worried
man.
about them.
Hey, no,
I
I
ain't
got
worried about
hold
my
on.
smack all three of them down.
Hey, yeah, hey,
E3,
it's
hold on,
my
hold on.
opinion.
Hey,
He's a strong C
hey,
level
let me say
fighter,
this though,
man.
real
I
quick.
like
Hold on,
him.
fellas. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, fellas. Hey, cooking with CER, cut your cam on, bro, so I can authenticate you, and then you can cut it off. And I'll bring you on and let you pop your shit.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick, and then I'm gonna let you fellas have it, man. E Thriller.
I see. You cut it off.
E Thriller.
What up, Q? I'm listening, bro.
My brother, I just want you to know some seriously from the bottom of my heart, you the realest doing this shit, my nigga.
Thank
Just
you.
because I saw so many of these channels, we got to do better in the YouTube boxing community. You can't be that thirsty for clicks and views because obviously I know you can read. They heard that Earl signed this promotional, whatever with this new. First thing come out their mouth, oh, he left Al Haymon. He left Al Haymon. My brother, that's why your credibility will always stand above all those other clickbait channels and guys that just want to hear something because they don't like something or like an individual, but the shit don't be true. They got to do better, my brother. They got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you that desperate for clicks and views, that's why your show will never be shit. That's why your show is going down the drain and your credibility ain't about a goddamn thing. Period, point blank, my brother. Y'all go ahead, man. But I just wanted to tell you that, E3.
Appreciate it, fam.
That's why I rock with you, man.
Appreciate that, Q.
E3, like I was.
All right,
Like
hold on, bro. We got somebody new to the panel. Let's let him pop his shit, and then I'll open the panel back up. Going to cooking with CER. You live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me, fam. It's popping, bro.
Salute to you, bro.
Salute, man.
Thanks
Go
for
ahead and
letting me
pop your
come
shit,
up,
bro. You got 5 minutes, bro. Go ahead.
All right, so it's funny to me that the last dude was saying that people.
Which
talk
one?
about
So we can know who you address.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who you talking about? So we can know who you address.
Probably
the last guy who was just talking.
Okay, Q. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's funny that Q would say that people talk about their narratives and they say a whole bunch of fraudulent stuff. I could have swore that all these Errol Spence fans was out here saying that Bud would never sign the contract. He was holding up the fight. The fight had never happened because Bud scared. But all of a sudden, now we got the fight. They're changing their narrative. And it's funny to me that everybody keep talking about, oh, well, EJ's automatically going to win because he's such a volume puncher. He only punches on average 34.4 jabs. And that's him throwing those jabs, not landing those jabs.
I don't know.
He's below Terence Crawford in connectivity of power shots. And Bud makes people miss way more than EJ do. So very
Hey,
simple.
mute your audio in the background if you got some shit going on, y'all. I ain't trying to get flagged. Go ahead, cooking. My bad.
Yeah, so it's simple that everybody say that, oh, well, EJ got these punches that he got to get him a whole bunch of punches at one time, and the punches overwhelm you over time. Well, if he's not hitting you, then how his punches going to overwhelm you? They overwhelm people who stand right in front of them. Obviously, Bud don't do that. Bud makes you miss, and he takes away your biggest weapon. What is EJ's biggest weapon? Everybody knows his jab.
Yep.
So if his jab is negated and he gets counterpunched and he can't land his punches, what that spell? Good night. And I ain't even got to take the rest of my time.
Now you need some more than that, man. We done heard all that bullshit before.
Hey,
no, I want somebody to negate me so I can cook them real quick.
Well, that's it's simple to negate what you said. Kell Brook had success in the beginning, was winning the first half of the fight against Errol Spence because he took his jab away.
Kell Brook was beat up. Kell Brook was beat up. Kell Brook was through.
Kell Brook took a beating. Kell Brook was not beat up. He took
Kell Brook was beat up.
He took a beating in that fight, but he was not beat up. So it's funny, right? So when he was winning the first 6 rounds, he wasn't beat up, but then when he got fucked up, he was beat up.
Man, listen, That Kell Brook was beat up. That man was damaged good
But
before
we can say
Earl
the
got it.
same thing. Can we say the same thing about the fight with Crawford? Because everybody, a
Yeah.
lot of people, hold on, a lot of people made a
Yeah, he
point
was
that he
fucked
was
up with
beating
Crawford.
Crawford
He
up
was
until
fucked up with
Crawford,
Crawford.
right?
E3,
So
stop
we can
it,
say
bro.
the same thing. Y'all playing
Stop
semantics,
it,
bro.
man.
Stop
It's not the same. He didn't have a fucking belt no more.
Fish.
He
Man,
was
fuck the
fucking
belt.
3-4
Fish. Hold
years
on,
Belts don't
hold
count.
older.
on, Mr. Golden.
Come
Hold on,
on, how
Mr.
many
Golden.
times do we have to say this?
Fish.
Kell
How
That don't
Brook,
mean
many
nothing.
Fish?
Kell Brook versus Crawford.
How
That shit
many
was a
times do
joke.
I have Fish? How many times do I have to say I'm not giving neither one of them motherfuckers credit for Kell Brook?
But
I'm
that's
just
a
going off of,
lesser though.
hold
That
on,
they're not equal. It's not
I'm
you
going
don't
off loyal to the
we
game's
don't have to give
logic.
either credit, but
Goddamn, you gonna let me
it's
talk?
a fucking
Go ahead,
common
Fish.
sense thing that this motherfucker
You
was
being really
lesser of
emotional
a
right now
fighter.
because I'm agreeing with what you're saying. But all I'm saying is, using loyal to the game's logic, we can say the same shit about the Crawford fight because Kell Brook was winning. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, can I use my analogy for the last time, E3?
Go ahead.
Would you rather have a 2017 Mercedes Benz with one dent in it, or would you rather have a 2020 Mercedes Benz with two dents in it? Which one is less valuable?
That's a dumbass analogy.
No, it's
Fish.
not. You get it.
I'm telling you, neither one of them get credit to me for that fight. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but he was
saying.
more damaged. He was way worse. Way worse. E3.
Hey,
Come
And
on.
that's fair to say. I said that in the beginning. Am I making this shit up?
But
I could've sworn I
people
agreed.
like this dude who just came on he'll try to sell that shit was worth something. The fucking Kell Brook fight.
But hold on. But be fair. All the Earl Sexers didn't want to holler about fight Kell Brook, fight Sean Porter. You need to do this. And you did. Then when Bud beat that motherfucking ass, Sean ready retired. Kell Brook was damaged good. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
First off, I'm gonna body what you just said, real simple. Because
how you gonna body that?
I'm gonna tell you,
you can't body something. You can't body something that was already there.
I'm gonna tell you something real simple.
Go ahead.
Before that fight was made, if anyone remembers, Bomac was on Nessa's show, and Brian.
Hey man, quit mentioning other shows, man. That's paid promotion, man.
I got you. I got you the Cash App. I got you.
All right.
But Bomac was on another show, and they were asking him because they wanted to find out who Bub was gonna fight, and Bomac was saying we only fighting people with belts, and he said they was gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. This was the first time when he was at 147. He was gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman had just said he wanted $10 million to fight Bud. They said, what about Keith Thurman? Bomac said no. They said, what about Kell Brook? Bomac said, no, that guy is a broken up, washed up fighter. And that's the guy that they fought next. Even
you know why?
Coach,
you know what?
Even his own coach, because his coach did not know that they were going to fight that man next. He gave his honest, true assessment of who that fighter was before they fought. Now, let's go into something else. This is the same guy that admitted that he was depressed and had to go to counseling. He was an alcoholic after he lost to Errol Spence.
Shit.
That's before Errol Spence.
Because according to it's my opinion, you can only go by what the fighters say, right?
Hey, Lord to the game. Hey man, you real sharp tonight, man. I ain't even gotta say nothing.
Man, go ahead that bullshit. Lord, you can't go with that bullshit.
Hey, keep going, young G. You killing them. They about to roll out. They about to sneak out the ring, man.
Yeah, this is.
We ain't you.
Hey,
we ain't you.
E3 dropped the cage, so they don't leave.
We ain't you. You roll out the ring. You roll out the ring. That's a big fish special.
E3 lock the gate.
That's a big fish special. I ain't going nowhere to E3 say E3 say
what the hell we got on here tonight? We got a bunch of bullshit.
So
Lord to the game. You come with that weak ass shit. Talk about B-Man. Yeah. Guess what? Pac-Man priced himself out. He ain't had no money. Keith Thurman tried to price himself out, wanted $10 million. Nigga, you ain't never made $10 million in your motherfucking life in a fucking fight. You ran from that shit. Yeah, all y'all Earl Sexers.
Still ain't made $10 million.
Listen, all y'all Earl Sexers holler about fight Key. I remember fight what the goddamn boy name is now? Got me mad as the fuck. I can't get the boy name I have. Goddamn fight that broke out motherfucker.
Think about your points, my brother. Think about your points. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. All of Earl Sexers, yeah, holler about, Fight him. Fight Kell Brooks. Oh, you scared of Kell Brooks? Yeah, we already do Kell. Okay, y'all push Kell Brooks on us. You need to fight Kell Brooks. You need to do that. Kell Brooks said, I'm in the best shape of my life. He came down.
Hey,
from
Mr. Golden.
154.
Hey, Mr. Golden.
Hold on, I'm talking now, Big Fish.
Cut Aquaman off, man. Start watching Aquaman.
Let's get the facts straight.
You start watching wrestling.
Kell Brooks came out that motherfucker and said he's in the best shape of his life. He came off a three fight win streak. 2 of the niggas he knocked the fuck out. Okay.
Law to the game. Do you have to repeat? I think you need to repeat yourself.
I'm just being respectful. I'm letting him speak.
Let me say the hell I got to say.
Appreciate that, Lord, to the game. Go ahead, Mr. Golden.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lord, to the game. Your Earl sexual ass. You just like Big Fish and creep. God damn it. You come with that bullshit.
Matter of fact, hold on. Before I hate to cut, I don't want to get cussed out, Mr. Golden, on my own panel.
Go ahead, partner.
Brimley. Hey, Stephen Brimley. Are you still there?
He at work.
Brim. Hey, I don't know if you hear me, bro, but can you get that Earl sexual test ready? Because I want to test lawyer to the game. But go ahead, Mr. Golden.
Yes. At the end of the day, when Bud hit that nigga with that shot, he fucked his ass up till he didn't know what the fuck happened. That's what the fuck gonna happen to Earl ass. Y'all push Kell Brooks on that shit. Bo Mac told y'all we don't want to fight this motherfucker. But no, all y'all Earl sexuals out there, fight y'all. You scared of Kell Brooks. Fight Kell Brooks. Fight Kell. That'd be a good fight. Y'all wouldn't say that man was fucked up before Bud beat his ass? Well, Bud put that rocket socket luck in that nigga ass. Oh, Kell Brooks wasn't no goddamn good. He watched that Earl on beat him. He got that goddamn. God damn it. Triple G had on fucked his ass up. Triple G had on fucked him up. Didn't get his man within 9 months. That man had to come down 2 weight classes with a fucked up eye to fight Earl with the diamond. The man asked for an extension. Y'all wouldn't get a man an extension because he wanted Earl to get that goddamn belt. Everybody Earl fought for a belt was a beaten fighter. And everybody had the belt over the PBC would not fight that motherfucker man. They were scared to fight Bud. They didn't want to fight Bud after they lost their motherfucking belt. When Sean Porter had the belt, Sean Porter ain't called Bud name out. Sean started calling Bud name out after he lost that motherfucking belt. That all y'all L section talking about fight Bud. He need to fight. Oh, he's scared to fight Sean. He's scared to do this. He's scared to get it. Okay. When Sean went to talk popped off with that mouth, like Bud say, he told Boost the other day, say something to me, nigga. Disrespect me and see what the fuck happened to you. And Sean with the running mouth, Sean got his ass put to sleep.
He didn't go to sleep.
Yeah, he did. He put his ass in bed. Listen, his daddy know what the fuck was gonna happen to his ass. I don't give a fuck if the TK. Hey, hold on. Hey, E-Thriller.
What up, Mr. E.
A TKO, he still what?
This is
E-Thriller.
Mr. Golden.
A TKO, he still went to sleep in it.
Yeah, he went to sleep experts.
Goddamn, he still went to sleep goddamn going it. So I want to hear that shit. And Big Fish, I don't even want you to do that shit like you did when they beat Sean Porter ass. Because you was one of the main ones that said Sean gonna beat his ass.
Mr. Golden.
I know Mr. Golden shit.
Can I respond? Can I respond to that?
Yes, sir.
I prayed for Sean Porter to win.
Okay.
I didn't think he was gonna win. How much money did I lose on that fight, Mr. Golden?
You were scared you wouldn't lose nothing.
I lost nothing.
What he did? Oh, make some bad. He said, "I'ma come on. I'ma give Bud his motherfucker due." That nigga came on and said, "Blah blah blah." Went up and came back and changed his whole net. I said, "Bud wasn't shit. He ain't fought nobody."
You know why,
Mr.
Golden?
On for 3 minutes, Mr. Golden. He was
Mr. Golden. You know why I did that? I watched the replay and I seen Sean Porter making silent agreements. He was patting him on the back, hugging him. Please don't hurt me, bud. Please, you know I'm just in this shit. He was dapping him up. E3.
You gotta stop this shit,
No, E3. You remember when Mosley fought Mayweather? He dapped him up between every break because he was making a silent agreement. Please don't whoop my ass. Sean Porter was doing the same shit. You can't get no credit for that, man. Hey, E3. I'm gonna watch that fight again tonight. I'm sending you the clips. I
see Big Fish. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He hugged him 4-5 times, Mr. Golden.
Listen,
I'm talking about prom last dance.
I seen it. Listen, I seen it. I'm gonna say yeah. The one time they was clinch, and Shaw did hug him and hit him in the back because it was a friendly fight.
Good fight.
Yeah. Listen, and guess what? Until that motherfucker told him he was losing, he took that shit to another level.
Yeah, Crawford like, man, I ain't playing with you, motherfucker.
And whoop his motherfucking ass. And you came on, you stayed 33 seconds and haul ass.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Let me ask Lawyer to the game a question because I keep hearing him talk about Terence Crawford fans and how they never hold Bud accountable. All right, cool. There are some of those out there that do that. But what do you say about the Earl sexuals who never hold Earl accountable?
I find that Errol Spence fans and Terence Crawford fans, we both have the fan base have extremists. I hear a lot of shit that makes zero sense. That makes true Errol Spence fans actually look stupid. You know, so there's just extremists. I mean, we on social media where you got access to millions of people. Some people gonna be extreme. Some people gonna keep it real. You gonna have some people in between. I hear a lot of stuff that I don't agree with on Earl Spence's side. I hear a lot of stuff I don't agree
Can
with
you
on
speak
Terrence
to
Crawford.
that? Because I would love to know, like, what do you disagree? Because there's a lot of people that speak a lot of bullshit whenever it comes to Earl Spence, or they give him a pass for saying certain things in the past, but then they turn around and only want to hold Terence Crawford accountable. Can you speak to those points that you don't agree with?
I mean, I don't condone that yellow beezy shit. I don't condone that one
No,
bit.
I ain't even talking about that. See me, bro. I don't even get into that out of the ring.
I
I'm
don't get
talking about.
into it. I'm just saying,
Okay,
like,
all right, go ahead.
that
Like shit he said,
I'm
like
just
about
telling
the
you
fight,
I'm just
or
telling you from my perspective because I don't think as extreme as those other guys, so I can't just be like, oh, this or that. I'm gonna just tell you from my perspective the stuff that I found that I didn't like with Earl Spence that I had a gripe with.
what's that?
Number one, just like not, like taking for granted. Once he made pay-per-view, he started to take his career for granted. I felt he was cheating the fans, by doing all the partying, not keeping in shape, being undisciplined. I remember after he fought Sean Porter, I said that all bets are off. I'm not betting on Earl Spence anymore against anybody because after the Mikey Garcia fight, he stated that he didn't even do any strength and conditioning for the fight. And when you're the best, no matter who Floyd Mayweather fought, whether he thought he was better than them or not, he put in 1,000% in camps. That's so I just there's stuff that I couldn't get behind that he did.
Well,
The
let me ask
narrative.
you this. Hold on. What about the horses and the cows and the chickens and shit? You ain't had no smoke for him when he said that about the
No,
bullfight?
I didn't. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. Because I mean that was a big soundbite, but I didn't because you take a look at the picture of that man when he was in the hospital, what he looked like. Just to get back in the ring and to make it through a fight where you put your life on the line, because we all know when you're a fighter, as soon as you win a fight that they say you wasn't going to win or you wasn't going to come back to, the media's in your face saying who you going to fight next, who you going to fight next. That's just the man needed some time to himself. That was a big night for him in his own career and his own life to see if this was something he could continue doing. So I didn't have no problem with that. And then number two, I already knew that no fight with Terence Crawford was going to happen after that fight anyway, because Terence was still with Bob Arum, and I always knew that this fight was never going to happen till Bob Arum wasn't in the picture anymore. I always knew that. I knew that.
You ain't knew that shit. Stop that.
You just held the 60-40 against him. 60-40, 50-50. I ain't gonna take it. You just held that against him. That's when he was with Bob.
Bro,
Excuse me.
You never heard me say one thing about 60-40 on this panel.
No, I'm talking about you saying Bud wouldn't take that.
Hey, hold on, y'all. My guy Stephen Brimley Stephen Brimley is back on the panel. Hey, bro, can we get that Earl sexual test for Loyal to the Game boxing, if you don't mind?
Yes. So, Mr. Loyal to the Game, I would like to see if you would participate with the Errol sexual test. This test basically just kind of gauges your fandom, if it goes to an extreme level, or if you're just an Errol Spence fan. Are you willing to take the test, sir?
I mean, I'll do it for entertainment purposes. I don't know who.
That's what it is. That's what it really is. Always for
entertainment
together,
but again,
always for
man.
entertainment purposes,
Yeah,
just so
go
you know.
ahead, man.
Hey man,
Go
can y'all
ahead.
hit my like button? I got more votes than likes. Can y'all get my likes up to 100? God damn. Go ahead, Brim. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so let's get it started. So I'm going to pull a couple out the woodworks here for you. So question number one: did Errol kick Floyd's ass in sparring?
The rumors are that's what happened. I wasn't there, but that's the
So do
rumors.
you believe it? Yes or no?
I'm gonna just say that the rumors stated that I wasn't there, but I would say that if I had to say yes or no, I would say yes because there's just too many rumors from different people about what happened. Next question.
Okay, gotcha. All right, question number two: did Errol Spence ever move the goalposts?
No, he didn't.
Okay, number three: did Errol Spence struggle against Sean Porter?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Does Errol Spence have a superior resume at 147 compared to Terence Crawford?
Yes, he does.
Flaming sexual.
Calm down. Let him speak. Let him speak,
And
please.
and before we just go to the next question, I'm going to explain why because I know
You have
most
the
people
right to. Please go ahead.
because most people are going to say, "Oh, well, they both fought Sean Porter and they both fought Kell Brook and all the other guys." Well, regardless of what people's opinions are, the facts remain that Kell Brook was a champion that most guys did not want to fight that were top welterweights did not want to fight. That avoided him. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, those guys wanted to fight him. We go over to Mikey Garcia, whether you like it or not. He was a top pound for pound fighter, no different than Terence Crawford, moving up from 130, from 140 to 147, challenging somebody for a belt. There's no different. This guy was a four division world champion who legends picked to win. So I got to give him his credit for that. And he didn't bulldoze the guy. He outboxed a guy who just outboxed Robert Easter Jr., who was a taller fighter with longer reach. So we got to give him credit for that. The timing that he fought Kell Brook and also the timing that he fought Sean Porter was a different time than when Terence Crawford fought those guys. He beat those guys first. Those guys were pretty much journeymen when they fought Terence Crawford. So I would have to say yes because timing matters in boxing. Uh, Timing matters. Next
Gotcha.
question.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead, bro.
Is it 100%? Wait. Is it? Do you agree that Errol Spence is the best welterweight at 147, bar none?
Yes. Right now, yes. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Two more questions, and then we'll let you know if you qualify for the bonus question. Um, I'm sorry. I'm thinking because I remember some, but I'm going off the top of head with a couple. Just remembering my total test. Bear with me 1 second because I want to make sure I ask the correct question. Um, Terence Crawford doesn't really have a chance against Errol Spence.
Of course, he has a chance. That's a stupid question.
Hey, listen, there's some people that believe he doesn't, so I have to ask the question. All right. Um, I'm sorry, bear with me. Did Errol Spence do all the heavy lifting at 147?
Yeah, he did.
All right, so you qualify for the bonus question. All right, so this is the bonus question. During the first set of negotiations, do you believe at any point Errol Spence
I see you, Q.
did not step up enough to push for the fight to be done?
Repeat that question.
At any point during the first set of negotiations, do you feel like Errol Spence could have done more to push the negotiations further to get the fight done?
No, what he's not the man. He doesn't conduct business. What are you talking? How does he make sense?
Okay, okay, okay,
He's
okay,
not a shoot. He's
Flaming
a fighter.
sexual.
okay. So I have your grade, and you officially score a 75%, you do qualify as an aerosexual. You are not the leader, but you are a member, a carrying card member of the aerosexual fraction, and you represent them very well.
My new
So,
right brother. Yeah, hey, Lord to the game. Welcome to the club, man. Hey, we got us a few scientists on the squad,
Well,
boy.
Oh, man.
He done
I mean,
slide. Hey,
you
you can
gotta
unlock the
consider.
cage now,
he
E Thriller.
Roll to the game
All
argument.
right, I can lift the hell in the cell up.
Yeah. And Lord to the game to beat the hell out of these dudes tonight.
Yeah,
This shit.
first of all, you got
Boy, it's
gotta
He's
my
getting his ass
opinion.
whipped.
It's
you
my
He's getting his
opinion.
ass whipped.
He
I'm
giving
so
his
glad.
acceptance speech, man. Y'all let him talk.
Yeah, first of all, you have to consider the source who's naming you. So, by that, I mean, I graciously take my title if it's coming from you guys. So that's fine.
Hey, Lord to the game, man. Send me your cash out, man. We Wright brothers buying you lunch tomorrow, man.
So just so you know, loyal to the game. I
Hey,
was once considered an aerosexual.
hey, Lord to
I
the
was.
game. Hey,
No, I'm not.
I ain't never
I'm
heard
an
it.
aerosexual. I'm an aerosexual and a bud buddy at the same time. Ain't that some shit?
You a
Man, it's
bud
crazy.
buddy. You a pound for pound.
I was on
BFG.
both lists at the same
Buddy for
time. That's the
bud,
craziest
nigga.
shit.
You
I
a
was on
pound
both
for
lists
pound.
at the same time because
You're
I
a
defend
pound
both
for
fighters
pound.
because I respect both fighters. Good grief.
Hey, Lord to the game.
Yeah.
Send me a $20 cash app request to General Big Fish. I've never heard, it's my opinion, this quiet in my life. You G-checked him. I'll agree. I'll
Easy
cross
work.
that
He
case.
ain't G-Check nothing.
Hey,
I've been
send me your
talking.
cash out, man. Hey, don't worry about what he
I've been
said.
talking.
Just send me
I'm
the
just using
cash out, bro. Go
panel
ahead.
etiquette. Panel etiquette.
Matter of fact,
Just waiting for my
I just
turn.
want to add
matter
something.
of
Both
fact,
of you gentlemen have added so much
matter,
quality
Hey,
to the
man, I
show.
like getting jumped. You know
I
what I mean? I
really
whoop ass.
appreciate both
I
of
ain't
you
worried
guys. You
about none
add
of
so
them.
much
Bruce Lee.
quality to the show.
Bruce Lee.
matter of fact, do me a
Bud
favor.
Lee.
Do me. Hold on. Send that
Bud
cash
Lee.
app. Send that cash app to E Thriller for me.
Okay.
You can send it to
You
E Thriller
show,
for me.
man, you were right. You show E Thriller already a right, brother, man.
No. I mentioned the show, so you can go ahead and just send the cash app to him.
Okay, that's a bet. I got you, E3.
Y'all go ahead, man. This
Man,
like a panel, man. Y'all go ahead and rock how y'all rock.
It's my opinion, boy. I tell you, boy, you've been taking a lot of punishment tonight. I don't know.
I ain't taking no punishment.
You
I ain't taking no punishment with lies, propaganda.
Hey, security. Hey, security. Hold on.
Facts.
Security.
No, ain't no hold on. Ain't no hold
Can
on.
we escort this guy out of here? He's had a little bit too much to eat tonight.
Man, y'all
Hey,
want
man,
bullshit.
Jesus. Y'all just lying and lying and lying.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen here. Loyal to the game. Loyal
We
to the
already know
game.
Loyal to the game is Earl Sexual.
Yeah,
Loyal to the game.
Listen.
Bud do bad business. He was one of the Wayne ones pushing that Bud do bad business shit.
I mean,
He was the main one. Bud do bad business. He does bad business. That's all you were saying all day.
How the hell that man do? How the fuck that man do bad business? He went up against a nobody, got negotiated himself with a $10 million contract. Some Earl ain't never goddamn did.
Hold on,
okay.
It's my opinion. Did you ever take the Bud Buddy
I don't
test?
want
It's my opinion.
I'm not
$10
in the
million.
business of counting
That's a hell of a point,
man.
Mr. Gold. Two back-to-back
Thank you.
contracts with $10
Hey,
million.
hold on.
Right.
E3.
$10
Can I respond to Mr. Gold?
That's why you're 50-50 now.
Good.
Hey, all of 2020, all of 21, 22, no fucking Bud Buddy wanted to talk about money. Oh, why you want to talk about that?
I'm talking about bad business that he got to fight.
The highest paid welterweight.
Y'all one at a time, man.
Okay, we're the highest paid welterweight. He was nowhere with Bob. We was the highest paid welterweight.
No,
okay.
You guys got the highest guarantee, but there's no
guarantee.
Way. Hold on.
Yeah. We don't know about fake back end.
How can you
He's
be
not
the
even
highest,
getting that.
How can you be the highest paid?
We don't know what Earl getting fake back in.
When there's another welterweight who's fighting on pay-per-view and one guy got kicked off of pay-per-view. So how can you say
how you get kicked off?
What do you mean? How did he get kicked off?
Earl getting his highest payday fighting Bud. Sean Porter got his highest payday fighting Bud.
Yeah,
them are facts.
Yeah,
you like the line. These are facts.
Garrett, like I said, he
got a guarantee. Got a guarantee.
Got Earl a guarantee right now when Earl about to get no guarantee.
And guess what? I
Hmm?
guarantee
He
you,
didn't have a
guess
problem
what?
with it.
I bet you anybody money. I bet you anybody money. Earl ain't got all that back end money yet.
He still did. We know he didn't.
I
Hey,
mean,
Wilder didn't get his. We know Earl didn't get
hey,
his.
Hey,
hey,
hold on,
hey,
fellas.
hey,
one second,
Hey, let's
y'all.
pause it real quick, fellas, real quick. I got two people that pulled up on the panel that want to speak, man. We got to give them their 5 minutes to
Okay.
speak. Going out to COE Films, you're live on the chat with the Pat. Talk to me, bro. What's popping? I see you, Mosquito.
Yes, sir. You know I'm back in here, man, after cooking last night.
Yeah,
Big fish.
man. I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. What's your take on the topic at hand, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, so, man, the topic, I just tuned in, so I really didn't get the whole gist of everything. Catch me up real quick so I can cook.
Oh, well, yeah, the show title is basically, addressing the rumors that Errol Spence fired Al Haymon. Of course, I've already proved that not to be true. And then we kind of just talking about the whole Terence Crawford and Errol Spence situation like we do every damn night. Same shit.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and cook on it. Well, did he fire Al Haymon? And the answer to that is no. He did not. Did you not hear him coming down the escalator saying, I'm gonna ride with Al and we started together and we gonna finish together.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't fired Al, because for one, that man need Al. Al owed him all that money and Al got him by the nut. So we're gonna leave it right there. Now I wanna respond to Big Fish last night when I got out, Big Fish. I heard you say that I wasn't confident in Bud. Say, man, I'm very confident in Bud. I know Bud is gonna knock Earl out, like I said, within between the 7th and 9th round, it's gonna be over with. So I'm very, very confident. Now I'm a realist. I'm a realist too. So I know it's always a puncher's chance. And I'm just going off if Crawford. I gave a few points, like if Crawford, allow Earl to start picking up points on the clinch and coming out of the clinch, then he probably could get lucky with one of them little lucky shots. But that's out of 100, I give him like a 2% chance of that shit happening. All right, so to back on up about if Earl fired Al Haymon, no, he's not gonna fire him, y'all. I'm damn near 100% sure that he ain't firing Al, man. If you looking at his career at 147, Al ain't trying to tell him to go nowhere until he get these belts, and he ain't gonna never get the belts. So therefore, he ain't gonna be undisputed. So therefore, he ain't never going nowhere. All right. I want to touch on one thing yesterday. I know a lot of guys they wasn't in here when I was bringing these points up. I walked them all the way from the beginning to show them that Bud always been standing 10 toes and been solid in his words and very he was very particular with his words when he speak about Earl, about Boots, about anybody, and I gave facts and I gave pointer. So if you wanna see hear what I was talking about, just go on back to that live last night and you will see how I shut every aspect of anything that anybody wanted to say if Bud was ducking or not. So it wasn't a duck. It was totally Al Haymon trying to protect that bag long as he can, trying to get the most. He tried to get Thurman. He tried to get the Thurman fight so he can get an extra little bag, just so he can pay Deontay Wilder and Joshua whenever that fight happens. Because the bag they talking about getting. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be an amazing fight. I got Bud walking out of this thing undisputed, going up to knock Charlo ass off. Now I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with that Charlo situation. If you notice, Charlo haven't fought yet. once this July 29th deal happen, he gonna knock Earl off, and he gonna win in amazing fashion that they ain't even gonna want the rematch. Well, they might want the rematch since it's in the clause, but he got a petition for it. And when he knock him out, he gonna try to save the last lick grace that he can by saying whatever. He might come up with another injury, might come up with another wreck or whatever to try to bypass this fight. Charlo, you don't hear Charlo saying nothing, zero after that Gilly interview. You ain't heard Charlo say nothing, but he had all that to say before the fight happened. You notice that, don't you? He quiet as a church mouse right now.
Good point.
He ain't said nothing.
Hey, I think you cutting in and out, COE.
Hey, Brimley, can you get the test ready for this dude, the Bud Buddy test, please?
Yeah, for
I was about to ask.
COE,
Okay.
hey, yeah, hold that
So
thought,
who's
man.
the
Let me
test
go
for?
ahead and
Because
go
I
out
didn't know
to
if Is Your Opinion had taken the test or not. That was my question.
Yeah, he
I'm
gonna
ready.
take it too, Brim. Hold on, y'all. COE, finish your point, bro. You got a minute left, and then I'm gonna go to Mosquito.
Okay, well, just the last few points. I was saying that Charlo, he don't want the smoke. He haven't came out and said anything. Before then, he was all on social media. He had some clapbacks from Crawford, but now that the fight done materialized, now it's a totally different tone. You don't hear nothing. He's quiet as a church mouse. So I'm gonna let them last 30 seconds go on ride so they can meditate on it.
Already, man. Going out to my brother, the Mosquito Spray, aka Eddie Atlas, aka the boxing historian on my panel. You're live on the chat with the Pat. Holler at me, big bro. What's poppin'?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. Just over cooking and shit. I had to step out the kitchen for a second. Get on her. But shit, I heard a little bit what y'all was saying. I mean, as far as the Al Haymon thing, it wouldn't make sense for Spence to do that because like everybody else, I'm sure he do owe Spence plenty of money, and he's been protecting that guy like when he needed him to do it or whatever the case. And so now we'll never leave that cat. And he, as highly as you speak of him and all that, he ain't going nowhere. And then what else to fight? I mean, I ain't I'm saving that big breakdown for July 28th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. But I really like to come on, chop it up for a little bit. I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna mute myself now. Y'all go ahead.
Okay, then. Hey, BFB Master Q, I know you had a question for COE. Go ahead, my brother.
Hey, man, I'm just curious. I just want to ask COE 2 questions.
Hey, Q, your phone kind of sound muffled, bro. You sound far.
I just want to ask COE 2 questions. I just want to know, one, why Charlo doesn't say anything.
Hey, Q, we can't hear you, bro. Q, you might have to slide out the ring, bro, and come back. Hey, Brim. Hey, go ahead and get that Bud Buddy test ready, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, who will this be for?
It's my opinion, and then COE.
We know he a Bud Buddy. It's COE.
Oh, COE. All right.
Yeah, he don't need no test.
Yeah, he 1,000%.
I don't need no test. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, 1,000% buddy.
He
1,000% buddy.
You can give
you
him
correct.
one,
I don't need
Brim,
no
though.
test.
Brim, you can give him one, but I'd be willing to bet he get 100.
I'm getting 100. You already know it.
Oh, this is amazing.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm ready.
Okay, who's first?
I go first. I ain't dodging nothing. I ain't
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to take the test.
Mr. Golden, we know you a Bud Buddy.
I'm the pappy.
Question number 1. Did Terence Crawford have a tough route to Undisputed at 140?
Did he have a tough route? Fighting champions, I would say yes.
Do you think Kavaliauskas should have got credit for a knockdown versus Bud?
He hit him with a shot, but I don't think it was a shot that dropped him. he caught him a little bit, but I don't think it was one of them shots that it was a clear oh, he dropped him type of hit.
Okay. It's clear that Bud is the best current welterweight.
I see you, Q.
Well, according to all the people that's ducking him and not want to step in that ring, I would say he's the top welterweight.
Okay. Did Terence
And the
Crawford
reason,
have? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
He's
no, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Does Bud have an equal resume with Spence at 147?
Besides the Mikey guard, besides Danny, the Garcia, I would say his resume is about equal. Yeah.
Okay. Does Terence Crawford have any right? Did Terence Crawford have any right to claim a side during any points of the negotiations with Spence?
No, not at the 147. No, I think it was I say because Earl had the 3 belts. Earl been established in the 147. I don't think he'd have been the A side. No.
Did Bud make any mistakes in the first set of negotiations with
No,
Errol
he
Spence?
did not. No, he pulled a Mayweather. He pulled a Mayweather, and this is the reason why I say he pulled a Mayweather because he left Top Rank, and now he getting the biggest bag that he ever got.
Okay, that brings into the next question. Was Bud signing with Top Rank in 2008 the best move for him?
Considering all the options and what he was trying to do, I think he did what was best for his career.
Okay, so now to let you know you definitely qualify for the bonus question.
Duh.
All right, so the bonus question is Spence has little chance to beat Terence Crawford July 29th.
He don't have a little chance. Is like I said earlier, is always a puncher's chance, but I doubt it. I doubt it
Okay,
that
this fight is nowhere near. Okay, so I'll rephrase the question. This fight is not 50-50 at all.
I would say more of a 60-40, 65-35.
I told you yesterday you weren't sure. I told you.
Okay, so let's tally it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
65-35 here. That's show. That's weighing the odds. I always leave a puncher's chance out there, but
okay.
I'm tipping the scale.
I'm ready for the test.
No, you
take the
should
test. I have to finish.
immediately said 65.
Big Fish, I need you to please be quiet in the middle of finishing the show. Thank you very much, sir.
You got it, Earl Sexual. Be quiet, Earl Sexual.
We have concluded the test, and congratulations, you have earned a very high status within the Bud Buddy fraction. You have an 85 percentile score. You are one of the leaders of the Bud Buddy, so I want you to take your crown, and I want you to gather around with some of the biggest Bud Buddies there are, so to determine your rank of capo.
Hey man, hey, you like the WBO, Brim? Your shit don't make no sense. That shit should be like a 95.
I was confused because in his first 5 minutes, he stated Errol Spence only had like a 2% chance to win the fight. In the test, he said 65-35.
Hey, loyal to the game. I told you he unsure. I told him that yesterday. He don't know what the fuck. He don't know.
God.
Hey, can you play that E-Thriller for me? What the fuck? The fuck?
Like I said, 65-35 due to the puncher's chance. Now, if it goes, like I said yesterday, if it goes the distance, then I wouldn't be surprised if they try to pull some Rolly Romero shit.
Okay, now officially your scores now went up to 90%. Sorry, you just give yourself credit.
Welcome to the club, cuz. Welcome to the Bud Buddy Club.
Hey man, go ahead and say your speech, man.
Well, I'm gonna just say it like this. Uh, if I'm a Bud Buddy fan, according to your questions,
Ain't no if. Take that word if off.
Big Fish, let
according to
him
your
speak.
question,
This is acceptance speech.
according to your questions, then I'm happy to be a Bud fan because
No, no, no. You're not a Bud
No,
fan.
no, no,
You're not a Bud fan. You're a Bud buddy.
You're a Bud Buddy.
Bud that showed me. Okay, so let me ask you this: Have Bud ever told a lie about what's all transpired in negotiations?
He done told a bunch of lies. What are you talking about?
He just,
What was the lie?
man,
What
this is
was the
this
lie?
this is history. He's getting more points after this, man. He got 100.
What was the
Now
lie?
you are up to 92%.
Boy, they lie about shit. But
Hey, he
everything
doing
Bud,
that
But what was the
everything
lie?
Bud said was
No,
true.
hold up. Hey, hold up. No, you got to go about the facts, man. I mean, listen, he Thriller got 19 parts. He got 19 parts.
Oh
Tell him
shit!
again.
Oh,
Tell him
Breaking
again.
it down.
I can't
Oh
breathe.
my god! I done heard
Tell him
this
again.
before. Oh my god!
Here we go, abusing the 19 parts.
Q,
I get
Q,
it.
do you hear this shit? E3, I
Hey,
told you all this shit your fault, man.
Hey, E Thriller.
they be abusing the 19 parts, boy. Hey,
E
so
Thriller.
can
Yeah,
I
Let
get
the
right,
a
man
bro.
talk.
E
Hey,
Thriller.
let the man talk,
Hey,
man. Let the man talk. The man
E
doing a
Thriller.
selling speech. The man doing a speech. Let the man talk.
hold
My
up, hold up.
bad.
I
E
want to ask
Thriller.
him
Check it, man.
what I was trying to ask him earlier, and I'm gonna put myself on mute. You said earlier, you say that Al Heyman gonna hold on to Spence so he can get that bag to give to Deontay Wilder. Where you get that from?
Oh, thank you for
Where I
reminding me
get
that,
that
Q. Your
from?
score now is a
Yeah, where do you
93.
get that from?
That was deep when I heard that one.
What I'm saying, I mean, just look at the proof, man. Okay, so tell me this. I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. I got it
Yeah,
from
tell me where you
logic.
got
I
it
got
from.
it from me. I got
Oh
it from
boy.
me breaking down. I got it from me breaking down everything and what makes sense at this point.
Okay.
You do realize that Deontay Wilder is the biggest money maker at PBC? Do you know that, right? Do you know
Okay.
that?
That's why he's selling Earl ass
Not,
down the
not,
drain
not, not no,
so he can
not no.
pay
No,
Bud.
hold on,
He can pay
Mr. Goldie.
Deontay.
Mr. Goldie, get out the way. I'm punching right now.
You punching like hell, nigga. You talking about Wilder, nigga. You
Get
talking about
out.
Wilder right now. You stepping on my motherfucking toes, man.
Do you know Earl Spence is not the big money man at PBC? It's Deontay Wilder. Do you know that, right?
Okay. Yeah. I know that.
So if you know that, you want to rethink your logic again? Because why
No.
would you need Earl Spence to pay Deontay Wilder when Deontay Wilder is the biggest money maker at PBC, sir? Make it make
Okay.
sense.
Watch this. Rebuttal that real quick. Okay. The Tank and Ryan fight. The Tank and Ryan fight. Did they just make a hell of a lot of money?
Okay, so I'm
Huh?
trying to figure out what does that got to do with Earl Spence
Hold on, answer
getting
the
a
man
bag
question.
from
Answer the
Earl?
man question. Answer the man question.
Answer.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
Hold
then.
up. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Okay. Let's be real here now. He just got a hell of a bag, and everybody been clamoring for this Anthony Joshua and Wilder fight. And how much are they asking? How much are they asking?
Saudi is talking about paying them boys $100 million
I
apiece,
see
but
you,
I'm
J.
trying to
Cool.
figure out what does that got to do with Earl Spence, my brother?
Okay,
What you got to
okay.
do with
So watch this. Garcia, Ryan just did hell of a numbers. Crawford and Spence might do even more or similar to the numbers. So that's a hell of a bag right there. So now that they just captured that bag, and then they asking for guess what? A rematch clause, which is gonna do the same amount of numbers. So now he got enough money where he can play with, where he can make that Anthony Joshua and Wilder
Wow.
fight.
First
That's
of
Big
why I
all,
said that.
Big Fish. You right
but
about this dude. You right
but
about
but
this
but
dude because
but but,
y'all
but, but,
didn't listen to him.
you ain't
He
gave
didn't
me
hold
no
real
logic,
quick.
my brother. You gave me some filibustering ass questions just
Yeah,
now. Because hey, none of that got nothing to do with Earl Spence.
but I
Yes,
gotta throw a
again,
flag on the play though, for
Deontay
real.
Wilder is the biggest money maker at PBC, my brother.
Okay.
So, understand that. So he don't need no Bud and no Earl Spence to make no Joshua.
I gotta throw a flag on the play. I gotta throw a flag on. I gotta throw a flag on the play though.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. We just had somebody slide in the ring, man. Shout out to Jay Cooley. You're live on the chat with the Pat. Talk to me, bro. What's popping, fam?
Hey, man, just want to show you love, man. E Thriller. I really
Yes,
want
sir.
to show you
Appreciate it.
love. And the panel, Bud fans on the panel, because you can go to other channels, them motherfuckers ain't smart like you guys. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I just want to appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's still wartime, but y'all gonna cook. I'll just time in out.
Number one, Earl, the number one hater.
They let a couple of them creep in here.
Number one hater. That's another Earl section right there.
Look,
hey, go ahead and say what you was about to say, loyal to the game. My bad. Go ahead,
I
bro.
gotta throw a flag on the play. COE feels, bro. In your 5 minutes, your conspiracy theory was that Al Heyman was trying to make Errol Spence and Thurman to get the money up for Wilder. Now you're arguing the point about because you were trying to say he didn't want to make the fight. This is what you just said. Now you're arguing as if you said that he was trying to get the money from the Spence fight with Crawford. You just stated that he was trying to get the money for Deontay Wilder from Spence not fighting and him fighting Thurman. I'm confused. I listened to your 5 minutes. I listened. That's what you said.
Okay, so watch this. Okay, so why not grab that extra bag? Why not grab that extra bag to tack on to it? So watch this. Why haven't the Anthony Joshua fight and Wilder fight happened already? Why haven't it happened? Oh, can I answer that? I am a Wilder fan. I think I'm the biggest Wilder fan on the panel.
You're a Wilder groupie.
Just got that
He's
real.
wild for Wilder. I will give you your
Got
test
that
about
real.
next week.
And one thing about it, I'm gonna keep it real. The reason why that fight had never been made, because Wilder was a damn fool. Because he turned out. We talking about 2023.
Golden, hold up, Golden. By you saying that, you went from 100% wild for Wilder down to 92.
But one thing about it, I keep it real. Like I told you, I don't want to see Wilder fight got no fear again. That's all the man beat our motherfucking ass. Everybody else, we fuck their ass up. But anyhow, Wilder the reason why the fight ain't being made now because Al ain't got the money. The fight. That's why the boys going overseas to get that money.
I'm confused. These y'all.
Hold up. Watch this. What Al tell Crawford? What Al tell Crawford? What Crawford said Al told him about the fight? Nobody is what? Nobody is touching what?
The fight.
Nobody is touching this fight. Okay, and check this out though. And another reason the Errol Spence Crawford fight being made because the boy from Saudi put the pressure on his ass too. And the long run, if Al Haymon did not make this fucking fight between Crawford and Bud, the boy was going overseas to get that fucking money. They're gonna go to Saudi and get that money. So there you go. So you just validated my point. You just saying that.
Not at all, because you just made something just as silly as what you just said.
You break it. We can hardly hear you, Q.
None whatsoever, because I'm gonna say this for the last time. Deontay Wilder is the big money man.
We know that. Yeah, Wilder, but they ain't got nothing to do with Earl and Bud. They ain't got nothing to do with Earl and Bud. At the end of the day, Q. At the end of the day, Al Haymon had no other choice but to make this motherfucker fight.
Mr. Golden.
Okay?
Mr. Golden. No, Errol Spence made this fight.
No, Bud made this fight. Both of them motherfuckers made
Bud
this
and
fight.
Earl made this fight. Bud and Earl made this fight.
I said both of them made this motherfucker fight.
God.
Earl
put his foot down. They wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. I give Earl his credit.
We give Earl his credit.
No, they wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. He said no. He said no, so I'm gonna give him his credit. This fight happened because Earl finally put his foot down.
He grows some balls. He grows some balls.
He just told you.
No, it's business. He ain't never scared.
Grow some balls, man.
It's business. Business.
Hey, man, my point is made. Bud and Earl don't got a goddamn thing to do with no Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight.
Nothing to do with that.
Nothing at all. My point made.
Hey Q, bro, we can't really hear you, bro. You sound super far, fam.
He at work.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, his mic don't sound like he.
I'm with you on that one. I don't believe this fight got nothing to do with making Deontay Wilder.
It don't, because you keep talking about Al Haymon. It's Showtime is who's going to put the money up. I mean,
Showtime. Look at here. Let me tell you something.
That's a
Miss Al Haymon, bro. Miss Al Haymon, bro. Don't
Al
do
Haymon.
that.
Al
Heyman run all
Don't
that.
let your butt buddiness overshine right now. Al Heyman does not pay for the fights.
Right. That's
no, but I'm saying Al Haymon. You're right. Al Haymon used everybody else's money, but Al Haymon do all pretty much the deals. Whatever he say goes.
Look, and listen, Showtime. Like, hey, look, if you can get the money up, then we'll put the other half up, and we can make the fight. How simple is that, guy? We overthinking this thing. Like, it's all about getting the bag up in order to satisfy the fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that.
Hold on. I'm finna bring it full circle. You know another reason why this fight happened? Because that Ryan Garcia and Tank fight made so much money. Now they can pay the $10 million guarantees. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man.
No, I think that just showed people will buy a good fight. That just showed people will buy a good fight. They just wanted to see, because everybody said boxing dead, nobody paid for no fights, nobody make no money. But if you put the right fights together, they showing that it makes money, just like UFC and all that other stuff. If you put the right fights together, the people will pay. So I think they just finally putting the fights together. Fighters putting their foot down and demanding the big fights.
How much y'all think this pay-per-view gonna be? $100?
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be $100.
I think it's gonna be $100.
It'll be $100.
It's my opinion. I kind of don't agree with that, only because you had Devin and Loma fight, and that was on paper a more competitive fight to boxing pundits, and a good fight being put together. But Tank and Ryan Garcia are like pop stars. It's different. Is you got Conor McGregor coming to that fight. Conor McGregor's not coming to Tank and I mean to Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight. So
because of Loma.
Yeah,
but they're gonna come to Tank Devin.
Well, they're gonna come to Tank Devin. But what I'm saying, it's not about putting good fights together that's gonna make the people pay.
You don't think Conor was at that fight, man? They showed.
I said the big fight. I'm talking about the big fight. We didn't think Loma was we didn't think Loma was like really the big fight. Yeah, we say it's Shakur and Devin Haney.
But now, me personally, I think we're hurt all pay-per-view fights over at ESPN with a bar and putting that shit on a fucking app. If you go to regular pay-per-view, nigga ain't got to buy no app. They'll make more money. But
you can still get it on regular pay-per-view.
The only reason
you can still get it on regular pay-per-view.
The only reason I don't agree with that is because the UFC puts their shit on an app pay-per-view and people buy it.
But it's a different.
Because it's good fights.
It's because of the fight. But this fight right here is like I said, that would hurt Bud personally to me because of the way he did that shit on an app. But guess what? Bud still made us money. Bud wasn't taking no pay cuts, no nothing. So fuck all that mother shit. Furthermore, I don't give a fuck about a pay-per-view because at the end of the day, a pay-per-view don't make the fight. Okay, all this motherfucker, he sell it or he sell that. Fuck that shit. Okay,
man, come on, guys.
UFC fans,
fuck that shit.
UFC fans don't dog their fighters either when they lose. They don't say they got two broken eyes and a bum. These dudes be 39, still getting paid, fighting the fighters and sometimes winning. They don't dog. We shit on our people. They lose one fight, maybe two. They the bum. They sorry. They exposed.
That's true, but the other thing is the UFC. You're more likely to see a knockout, and that's what people want to pay to see.
Okay. Hey, guess what?
Yeah, but I like them wrestling matches too.
And guess what? Not only that, if the best fight, the best in boxing, you'll see a fucking knockout. You damn that shit knockout.
We saw the best in boxing. We saw the best in boxing of Floyd Mayweather for years, and we didn't see no damn knockout. What are you talking about?
The best in boxing.
But Floyd wasn't fighting the best all the time. When he became Money Man, he wasn't fighting the best. When he became Money Man, he wasn't fighting the best. When he was Pretty Boy, he was.
And Pretty Boy, he was knocking niggas' ass out left or right.
Yep.
Until he fucked his hands up.
Tell me this. if you would have put that Ryan Garcia and Tank fight on an app, what the hell you think it would have done? What you
Not a
think people
goddamn
would have?
thing.
1.2
What you
million.
think?
That's
No,
true.
it wasn't. No, it
That's
wasn't.
because Tank and Ryan's
Bro, come
audience.
on,
Excuse me,
bro.
hold
Come
on.
on, bro.
Tank, listen.
Man, they
Tank,
had girls talking about taking Ryan.
listen. Tank and Ryan's audience is from an app, Instagram. So
Yeah.
what you think they're not going to find an app? It has nothing to do with the app. It's that nobody wanted to find an app for Bud Crawford because he wasn't marketed correctly. Top rank.
Thank you.
The difference
Thank you.
between listen.
Well, he's
The
fighting the best fighter.
the
Fighter
difference
that
between.
everybody
I'm
wants.
going to tell you something. The difference between Top Rank and PBC is this: Top Rank promotes fights. PBC promotes fighters. It's different. That's the difference. And that's why they didn't promote Terence Crawford. They just promote this is a good fight. But we're in a new era where it's social media era, selfies, this and that. You have to promote the actual fighter. And Bob Arum was such an old dog who still had the old tricks and didn't want to learn any new tricks. And to be
I
quite
see you,
honest,
boxing nerd.
to be quite honest, Bob Arum he was trying to get saved. You got to remember, he had to deal with HBO, and HBO fell out of they retired him. I don't know who got all that background noise. But
The next person.
yeah, HBO got out of boxing.
So you know
Bob,
why? You know
well,
why HBO got out of boxing?
hold on a
Let him
second.
finish his
Hold
point,
on a
Mr.
second.
Golden,
Okay.
so I can go to boxing nerd. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead again.
HBO got out of boxing, which left Bob Arum with no one to finance his fights. The promoters don't finance their own fights. It's a corporation that finances the fight. So when people talk about this guy's broke and that guy's broke, is stupid because it's the corporation financing the fight.
Man,
Bob Arum he took the ESPN deal and he tried to do shit the old way with something new, which was selling shit on apps. He didn't do his job correctly. And if y'all want to be honest, that's really what fucked up Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford knocked everyone out that he fought at welterweight, but the problem was he wasn't promoted. Errol Spence, on the other hand, with the PBC, they promoted him. Tank Davis, they promoted him. Not the good fight. They promoted him, which attracted people to watch him to fight.
I agree with you
Earl Spence got
100%.
declining pay-per-views. Earl Spence got declining pay-per-views.
I agree with you.
But I'm saying,
Long to the game.
it's a fight. It's who you fight. It's who you fight. Bud fought Postal on pay-per-view. Nobody knew Postal. Bud fought. They
It's
said
your
that was
dance
set up for
partner.
failure.
yeah, you gotta
It's
have
a dance partner. It's
You gotta
always
have
a
a dance
dance partner.
partner.
It ain't nothing about no promote, no nothing. It's a dance partner.
But how could you say that when Terence Crawford fought Sean Porter and he did under like half of what Earl Spence did?
So you
So
know
it ain't
why?
just a
Because
dance
you know
partner.
why?
Because
A
everybody
lot of
said
people.
Earl Spence.
No, a lot of people could not get that app. They didn't understand how to pay for that fucking fight. Okay, they
It
didn't
was app
understand that
only.
shit.
It wasn't on
It was
regular
app
pay-per-views.
only.
It was
A
app
lot of
only.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
it's app only.
It was app only.
That's
You
the niggas.
and then you fucked a lot of motherfuckers up with that shit.
That's
So you got a lot of
Yeah, it
diehard
did,
fans.
because I'm listening to Mr. Golden's points. I'm very tech savvy, and it was broadcasted or advertised rather for $69, but whenever I paid for it, they charged me $100, and I was pissed off. I almost
You
didn't
had
buy
to
the
pay a
fight.
whole $100 for that
Yeah, they
because
were
you
forcing people to pay for the whole year's subscription.
you had to pay for the whole year subscription. So guess what? You look
That's
at
a fair point.
you look at. Let's say he did 120,000. You feel what I'm saying?
Did
But you want
149.
well, okay, 140, but you still paid $100 for that fucking fight. So they didn't lose no money. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't lose no fucking money because at the end of the day, you paying $100 for a fucking fight that was, bullshit.
Listen, Xfinity. I don't know what y'all talking about. Xfinity
Hey,
had
y'all
the
know what
fucking
we
fight.
need to do though? Since we got the Spence fight, we should be talking shit about the undercard. Make sure that shit be fired.
That shit already picked.
I don't give a fuck about the undercard.
It's already picked.
Well, if I'm gonna tell you, if I'm gonna pay for this fight, but shit, I do want to see more than just Spence and Bud fight. Shit.
Well,
Man, nobody watch the undercards anyway. Motherfuckers be partying, kicking it, laughing and joking, and the main event come on, it's about time. That's all we care about anyway.
I feel you.
I'ma have me some fried fish with some mustard on the side of that motherfucker and some hot sauce, and watch Bud beat this motherfucker ass.
1.2 million bought Tank Ryan. What was that undercard?
Shit.
That undercard was atrocious. I didn't watch a single fight on the undercard.
Exactly. You was just kicking it. And then when the fight came, oh, y'all, the fight about to come on. Yeah, let's see. They about to walk out. Who Tank about to walk out with?
Pitbull Cruz is supposed to be the co-main event, so you
That
know
ain't
that's
bad. That ain't
the
bad at all.
and which is good because he probably gonna fuck around, get a knockout, and get everybody pumped up to watch the fight.
Yeah.
Watch Earl get knocked out.
And they had to, plus they was
Ain't
trying
now
to.
one of them niggas getting knocked out. This fight going 12 rounds.
Oh,
no, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
And on
No,
top,
it's
No, it's not. Bud don't
Yes,
go
it
the
is.
distance in 147. Bud don't go
Hold
the
on,
distance.
hold on,
Well, he
hold
gonna
on.
go to
I
distance
got it.
fighting this motherfucker. He is.
Hey, look here. I got
You
a question
crazy.
for the panel. How many nut shots is Earl gonna have?
0.
Trying to play.
He's gonna get his ass whipped. His hands gonna be in the
Trying to
holster.
No. How many nut
His hands
shots?
gonna be in the holster.
How many nut shots Earl gonna give Bud?
What's the
Where's the
over
fight,
under?
nigga? Shit happens.
3's the over
I don't
under.
think he's
3
gonna
is
be
the
able to do
over under.
Bud like that because Bud's just gonna hit him with a dirty shot too.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's a fight.
That shit
I
gonna go
want to
hand
see
in
a
hand.
street fight.
yeah. You
God
see,
damn it.
this is gonna be the
But
closest
listen,
to it in
if
boxing.
y'all ever know that all Earl fight, if a nigga taking Earl ass, Earl go to the nuts.
Well, Bud got to
And
stop
he
fucking
and he
going to the
shell
nuts
up.
then.
He don't got no
It's a
head movement.
fight. Shit happened. It's a fucking fight.
Ain't no shit. How
No
we doing
head
shit
movement.
delivery? That nigga hit Sean
Earl
Paul
got
with
no head
55
movement.
nut shots.
Well,
Hey,
it
I
should
got a
be
question for you. I
again.
got a
My
question
question
for
to
you.
y'all: it should be easy for Bud if he ain't got no head movement.
It
Right?
is gonna be easy. You gonna
It's
see.
gonna be easy.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh
Okay.
man,
And,
You gonna
and
see.
going to the game.
You
Going
gonna
to the
see.
game. Going to the game. Is Earl gonna pay that $1 million when he get his ass whooped?
Yep.
You should ask if Bud gonna pay the $1 million after he
Shit,
get
Bud
That's
don't
y'all
call it
question.
back.
Y'all
beat.
Earl
Y'all
said
gonna put some
100,000.
respect on Earl name after July the
Earl
31st.
said 100,000.
This shit
It ain't
this shit
respect on Earl.
funny.
It's just we think Bud gonna whoop his ass.
Earl's listen, Bud Crawford. The only way Bud Crawford could win this fight is with a knockout. He's not winning a decision.
Okay,
Man,
so
that's
let me ask
He
you
bullshit.
this.
don't knock him out.
Hold
Earl
on, y'all.
Spence throws
Loyal
too
to the
many
game.
punches.
It
He
ain't
Hey,
throws
gonna be
too
loyal
no
to the
many
knockout.
game. You
punches.
For
said that
neither guy.
earlier, bro. Let me ask you a question though.
Mm-hmm.
How many ways can Errol Spence win this fight? If Bud can only win one way,
Earl
how many
Spence
ways can Errol Spence win?
Good
Earl Spence
question.
can win it.
Good question.
He can win it two ways. He can win it by
Okay, I'm
knockout or
listening.
decision.
You said knockout
Who
or
he knocking
decision?
out?
Yeah, knockout or decision.
Who he knocking out?
Okay.
Who you knocking out?
See now, I
Go ahead,
say it ain't
Earl.
gonna be no knockout, but we all know Earl chin better than Bud.
That's
How do we know
bullshit.
that?
It's
I
He
don't
got
know
hit
that.
by Pillow 50
That's why.
Oogles. Pillow 50 Oogles. What punch
I
are you
don't know
for?
that.
He
Latte.
ain't hit the canvas.
Latte. It don't
He hit the
matter.
canvas.
Trinidad hit the canvas.
Bud ain't hit
And
the
what he
canvas.
do? And all fighters hit the canvas. What Trinidad hit the canvas? What he do?
Earl ain't hit the canvas.
Oh
Earl
my
did hit
God.
the
Who he
camera. They
fought
ain't
for
call that shit a
power?
knockdown.
Who he fought
Earl
for
ain't fought
power?
no power
Name one
punches though,
power
Jay.
puncher. Name
Hold
one.
on, hold on, hold on. Earl ain't fought no power punches though, Jay Cooley.
Okay, then. So I
I
listen.
So it
mean,
remains to be
Okay
seen. That's
then.
all
I
we
mean,
can
What
do.
you mean? He
y'all
took
gonna be
Uga's
mad at me,
best
but
shot with no look
Uga's
without
not no
looking.
puncher though, Jay Cooley. If we pull up
12
the
y'all,
knockouts,
stats,
y'all,
Google.
he's
So
not
you
no
mean
puncher,
tell me?
bro.
I know
I
y'all gonna
know
be.
12
everybody on this
knockouts,
Hold
panel
on,
Google.
let
can
me
knock a
pull it up.
motherfucker
Let me
out
pull
if
it
they
up.
ain't looking
Don't
at
worry
them.
about it.
If they ain't
I know
looking
y'all.
at them,
Ugas
I
got
know they
12
can knock
knockouts.
their ass out.
I need the real you
Ugas
guys in
got
because
12 knockouts in
I need to
32,
give
33
another
fights.
test.
In 100
Hey,
fights, they ain't got
Brimmy,
12 knockouts.
hold on,
Guess
fellas. Hold on, bro.
I guess
Hey, Brim. Hey, hold on,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Brim is right on time. Go ahead and give that test out, bro. Go ahead.
All right, who's due for the test right now? Do we need the
Me,
aerosexual or the Bud Buddy test?
I'm due for the test.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is this
it's my
the
opinion.
honorary?
Bud.
What's a
Oh,
Bud
yeah,
Buddy
this is
test?
okay.
It's my
Wow,
wrong
this
opinion.
okay.
Y'all got tests now?
Yeah,
Oh man, I've been had it. I'm by the end of next week. I'm gonna have about 12, 13 different fighters with fandom tests. I'll
Okay,
tell you,
okay,
yeah,
I like
it's
this.
real. Matter of fact, before I get into it, I'll just let you know what is already available. We have the aerosexual test. We have the Bud Buddy test. We have the TFT, the Thirsty for Tank test. And the new addition is the Thirsty for Tank. That's the TFT. And matter of fact, Big Fish is the leader of the TFT, and Q is the capo.
I thought Quinn
Okay.
was.
No, Quentin is not the leader. No, Big Fish scored 100 and
Oh,
got extra credit. He is over 100. He's valedictorian.
God damn, they
Hey,
look.
Brim. Hold on, fellas. Before you get into that test, AJ Cooley,
What's
his
up?
KO percentage is 37.5%, bro.
Oh my God.
He's not a puncher.
Ain't that 12 knockouts knockouts in 33 fights, 32 fights. Did I say that?
And guess,
I want Jay Cooley to take Errol sexual test afterwards too, please.
And E-Thriller, guess what one of those knockouts were?
What's that?
It was against Ray Robinson, the guy who fought Mean Machine damn near to a draw before he fought Bud Crawford.
Yeah, you're right. He did fight Ray
Okay.
Rice.
But that was
Okay.
after though, like you said Kilbert after, so you gotta hold that to your point. You gotta
Oh
stand on
man.
your toes on what you always say.
So y'all
After.
Y'all want to
think
get
Bud
me? Y'all
gonna
want
make
to
it
get?
this
He was
time?
already
Y'all want
beat
to
Can I
up
get?
get
by
the
Mean
floor back,
Machine.
gentlemen?
Y'all
Can I
want to
get the
get?
floor back, gentlemen? Can I
Go
get the
ahead,
floor back,
Brent.
gentlemen?
It's
Go
on
ahead,
you,
go ahead,
bro.
Okay.
Grandma.
Hey,
Before I go into the
this is
test,
the
and the
Stephen
one
Brinkley segment. Go ahead, y'all.
and the one that's in beta is called the ADD test. It's the ADD. It's the Acting Donkeys for Devin test. So those are the tests that are already currently in flow. We have new ones
Damn.
coming. We have capping for Canelo coming soon. We have the triple BBB Bad Bitches for Benavidez. That test is going to be coming soon. So we have a lot more tests coming up, and I'll
What
let
about
those.
Don't
security
forget,
test?
don't
Y'all ain't
forget
got
about,
security test up there.
don't
Hey,
forget
Thriller, you
about
won me
Wet for
over.
Wilder.
Well, yeah, we got
You
the
said
Wild for
what,
Wilder.
fam? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Who was it?
It's loyal to the game. You won me over, E Thriller. You
What
won
you
me
mean,
over.
fam?
I've been on other panels, man, and yeah, y'all are the most together Bud Buddy panel that I've been on. I got to give you your respect on that. You do have some delinquents up here, but overall, but,
Nigga said
but
delinquents.
yeah,
Hey, leave my
but
brother
Hey,
overall, you
we
running a
all
pretty
have them.
tight
Spence
ship.
fans got some delinquent motherfuckers too.
Yeah,
That's a
you do
fact,
run
Jay
a
Cooley.
pretty
Go ahead,
tight.
lawyer to the game. My bad. Finish your point, bro.
You do run a pretty tight ship over here. You're able to keep your delinquents in line. I have to give you a respect on this one, man. Salute to you, brother.
Appreciate it. I guess that's a compliment. I'll take it. I'll take it. Go
All right.
ahead, bro.
It's test time, and so after this test, I would like the J. Cooley to take the aerosexual test afterwards, please. All right. So, are you ready?
Yep.
All righty. So, question number 1: Is Bud already top 25 all time?
No. No.
What?
No.
No.
What?
What? Bro, you lost your record ass man. He fired.
He need to get off the
Not yet.
show.
Not
Get
yet.
the
Boy,
Not
phone
yet.
hey,
When
down.
he
that
beat
that
Earl,
was
he will
So
be.
hold up.
When he beat Earl, he will be. When he beat
Go
Earl, he
ahead.
will be.
Okay. I'm glad I was going to ask that part, and I'm glad you clarified that. And I need everybody else to please let him speak and be quiet.
Yeah, mute your audios, y'all. Go ahead, bro.
Next, do you think Kavalauskas should have got credit for a knockdown versus Bud?
Yes. Yes.
I got you. Hold on one second. Patience, young man. Jeez. Did Terence Crawford have a tough route to undisputed at 140?
No, politically wise, yes, but not really versus opponent wise.
Okay. Does Bud have a equal resume to Spence at 147?
Yes. If you're
Okay.
talking opponent, if you're not talking just trophies. If it's accolades, then Spence.
Okay. Next question is: Was Bud signing with Top Rank in 2008 a good move for him?
For him, yes. For fight fans, no. But for him, yes. Because Earl told him to his face he laughed. He ain't getting no fight. He told him he had Earl's plan, so he went and go get the money over there with Top Rank.
Got you. There's no doubt that Bud is the best current welterweight, correct?
No. Once he fight Earl Spence, we'll get the answer.
Okay. And hold on, let me see. 1, 2. Okay, we have 2 more questions. Let's find out if you qualify for the bonus question. I'm sorry, bear with me. I appreciate your patience. Did Terence Crawford make any errors in the first round of negotiations with Errol Spence?
No. Well, he was a rookie in negotiations, so that's it. That's the mistake he made, just going into a big fight negotiation his first time by himself, not knowing what to do. That's the only mistake he made. Other than that, he ain't make no mistakes.
All right, hold up. I had to change the answer a little bit. I had
Hey man, this
to
boy
change it from
weed high
system.
wearing off.
I'm always high. I just got through blowing one. What you talking about?
I know you always.
I'm always high, nigga. What you talking about? And I speak facts, though. I ain't no
Hey,
Bud buddy. I'm a Bud
hey,
fan.
listen. Big Fish, let him speak, please. Bud has multiple signature victories.
If you're looking at accolade-wise, yeah, because winning the Undisputed is a signature win because all his wins got him the hands in the Hall of Fame. But if you talk about opponents, Just one. Really, Gamboa. That's really like the one signature win he got.
30
Okay.
years ago.
So you qualify for the bonus question. So bonus round for Bud Buddy test in play. Alrighty. Errol Spence has less than a 40% chance to win against Terence Crawford.
He only got a 5% chance to win. I'm with James Tony. He only got a 5%. That's a puncher chance, is 5%. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think they styles. I think because of styles.
Okay.
They styles just
Let me
perfect
tally.
bud.
Let me tally up your score. Please be patient.
This nigga stupid.
Okay. Congratulations. You have earned your title as Bud Buddy, and your score is 82%. So it is not the highest score. You're not a general, but you're definitely a lieutenant in the Bud Buddy Army. Please
Oh my god. Well,
It's some lenient scores, man.
I think Bud gonna dominate Earl. I'm happy to be a Bud buddy. He gonna whoop Earl ass. He gonna dominate Earl, and I'm gonna be collecting all my income taxes from all the sexuals that bet me. FanDuel gonna get me paid. I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get that new gazebo in the backyard off you Earl sexuals. So I like to think that I'm trying to make top 10 buddy for Buds a list for Q.
I bet you anything
that's
he ain't
it.
gonna be on. I bet you anything on the 30th he ain't gonna be on the internet no more. I
Yes, I'm always on the internet. I love Wilder. I love Wilder, and I was a Wilder for Fury, and I still was on the internet after Wilder got his ass whooped. What you talking about?
You gonna be
Just
crying.
never gonna cry, bro.
That's my opinion. Man, you're a part of my group.
Yeah, I love Wilder. Wilder and Bud. Wilder and Bud. Wilder and Bud. Wilder and Bud. Harley, call it what you want.
Please.
Wilder, clip it, all you want, clip it.
Click that
I
motherfucker.
fuck with Wilder. I fuck with Wilder.
Give me the Wilder test. I want the Wilder test. Give me the Wilder test.
Guys,
I get the Wilder test right
guys,
now.
I just want to be polite real quick. I got work in the morning. I'm tripping being up this late anyway, but it was such a good time. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll tune in until I fall asleep, but I gotta go.
We
appreciate
appreciate
it. Hey man, hey, hold on, y'all. Hey man, you're more than welcome to come on the panel anytime. Loyal to the game. Appreciate you
that.
up, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, my loyal to the game, right, brother?
Right, brother.
Salute, man.
Salute, King. Peace.
You're definitely a well qualified right brother. You are fitted
absolutely.
perfectly.
Hey man, Boxing Nerd 101 just slid in the ring, man. What's popping, bro? How are you, kind sir?
Oh, sorry for my lateness, brothers. How you guys doing?
Are you good, bro? We good.
Boxing Nerd, what's up, man?
What's up,
good,
nerd?
my fellow right brother.
My right brother, Boxing Nerd from Canada.
Holding
boo, boo, boo.
Hey, don't be hating on the squad, man.
He a pirate.
Oh, I'm pirate.
Hey, go ahead and pop your shit, Boxing Nerd. What's your take on the topic at hand, bro, about the Errol Spence situation or just Terence Crawford and Errol in general? Go ahead.
So apparently De La Hoya went on Twitter and congratulated Earl on the new signing, but I don't think shit has changed really. And AC was always been there. I've watched other videos. Remember when they were having the confrontation with Terence and Errol Spence? You saw at one point of the video where he said, "Where's AC at?" AC was always there. He was always in the shadows and everything.
You're
right. I guess he's expanding his borders. I'm not sure what him signing with AC really means. He's still with Al Haymon, so I don't think much has really changed. We're still getting the fight, so we're happy about that. But I'm not too sure. More evidence has to be presented for us to have a clear, concrete reason as to why he would be signing with AC. But as of right now,
ain't nobody asked Bud Crawford why he signed the Black Prime. Shit.
He ain't signed.
That was a one-off, Jay Cooley. That was a one-off deal, Jay Cooley.
But who just said that? Who just said that?
Earl sexual top dog, Jay Cooley.
Jay Cooley, as soon as Boxing Nerd finishes, me and you must speak on some things.
Hey, for
Definitely, yeah. Oh
everything
yeah,
I
we
love,
definitely got to test Jay Cooley. Go
Brimley,
ahead, Boxer.
please win that debate. My goodness, it's Jay Cooley for crying out. You can't take all losses in this debate seed, bro. Please make sure you win this one.
It ain't
For
no
me,
debate.
for me at
And
least.
I've won debates before, but I'm gonna let you have that. But Boxing Nerd,
Your
you need to
record
park
is
your car.
a perfect one.
Look at you bandwagon right now. You better cut it out,
Nah,
man.
I had to do it for Mr. Quentin, you know.
No, you got the
In his
pom poms
absence.
on right now. Put them pom poms away.
No, man. I'm excited for the two press conferences that we heard that are happening later this week. I feel like my personal opinion is gonna play out like the Tank and Ryan press conferences as is. The first one, it wasn't too lively, but when they got face to face, it became a whole different scene. Like the energies changed, and the perfect press conference became lively. The shit talk became lively. So I feel like after the first press conference is gonna be all dilly dally, but when they come face to face and they lock eyes, I feel like after that point, everything's just gonna blow up. I hope they have the face to face with Brian Custer, like the little interview where he dissects each and every little piece of this 5-year beef.
All
That
access too. I can't wait to see all access.
man, the training regimen, everything, their daily lives up until the fight, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Man.
But back to open panel, man. That's all I gotta say.
All right, go ahead, Brim. Go ahead and give Jay Cooley that Earl sexual test, man.
Oh shit.
I think he gonna pass for flying colors. That's just me.
Damn, you E3.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, Brim.
Oh, he's pulling it up on his file, I think.
But shit, y'all go ahead and rock. I guess he ain't ready.
No, I had myself on mute by accident.
Oh, okay,
I was talking.
my bad.
I'm sorry. I was talking to myself. Jay Cooley, I appreciate your time. So now we must take the aerosexual test. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, question number 1. It was no problem with him saying 70-30, 80-20, or whatever we give him publicly.
Jay Cooley.
Hello. What happened
Y'all
to Jay
can hear
Cooley?
me?
I can hear you now. You must have been
now.
on mute, fam. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jay Cooley.
No, I don't think so.
There was nothing wrong with that. Okay.
No, sir.
All right. Question number 2. Did Errol kick Floyd's ass in sparring?
Shit, you can just say a cat is blind. We don't know if we wasn't there.
So how do you feel? Do you believe?
I don't give a damn. It's Spartan. That was years ago, and it's Floyd the best. It's Spartan.
All right, respectable answer. All right. Did Errol Spence ever move the goalposts?
And what?
Okay, I must clarify that, go more in depth. Did Errol Spence ever move the goalposts in regards to fighting Terence Crawford?
Fuck.
Say that again. Jay Cooley, you're out of commission right now. I think Al Haymon is breaking up your connection.
Yeah, we gotta get an answer for this shit. Jay Cooley.
Dang, man, that was
He
getting
going
good
in
too.
and out, man.
Come on, Cooley, come back, man.
No.
All of a sudden, his phone want to act up now.
Hold on.
He back.
You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna stand right here till this test over.
Ask him again, Brim. Ask him again.
No, he answered the question. I'm not going to even ask it again.
Yeah, it was no. It was no.
Okay, my bad. Oh, okay.
It was no.
All right. Did Errol Spence struggle against Sean Porter?
Well, to me, in my eyes, I think that was a dog fight, like a street fight. So, no.
What?
Hey, shh, please let him speak. Do not intercede. Do not intercede, please. I do appreciate you. All right. Did Errol Spence make any mistakes in regards to the first rounds of negotiations? Cooley.
I don't know, man. I can't say shit about the negotiations. I wasn't there.
Okay, respectable answer again. I will accept that answer. Okay. Errol Spence is clearly the best welterweight.
Far in this era?
As of right now, yes.
Yes, he is. Clearly. Flying colors.
Okay. Now, I have to make a quick announcement. I usually don't do this, but you did get extra credit for that answer, sir.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have one more question. Let's see if you qualify for the bonus question.
Okay.
Errol should have never, in any capacity, given up anything A-side leverages towards Terence Crawford.
If he wanted to be undisputed, fuck yeah, he should have. Because we know Bud only fighting for the money. Let him give him his money so he can get this ass whooping. This ass whooping costs some money, brother. Yes, it does. Here, we can have it. You can get it. Because I'm going to beat your ass.
Okay, and just so you know, you qualify for the bonus question. Are there more YouTube channels in favor of Errol Spence than Terence Crawford?
Oh, that's
Good
a
question.
good-ass question, brother. You know what? I say it's 50-50 on that.
Just to let you know, you have earned more bonus credit. Now, let me tally the score, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Jay Cooley,
yes, sir.
Your record is a perfect one. You score with extra credit 100% aerosexual.
That nigga got 100%.
He got extra. It's because of the extra credit he had. So he got extra credit on 2 of his answers. Without the extra credit, he would have been at 85. But the extra credit put him at 100. So I want, before you make your honorary speech, I do want to say that you must get with Big Fish. You must get with Q, and you need to actually sit down with them because you are one of the leaders of the aerosexuals, and your place must be announced to the world and solidified. So
Oh, my
please
God.
give your speech, sir. Congratulations.
Man, y'all crazy as shit.
Go ahead, Jay Cooley, man. Go ahead and give your speech, man, before I shut this shit down.
All right, well, you know, I gladly accept that. You know, I am. If I'm okay, I'll be an Earl-sexual till this fight over with. Call me the #1 Earl-sexual because we gonna beat Bud ass, and I'm out.
Hold up, you said
Already,
till this
man.
fight is
Hey, we
over,
been-
though. Hold up, you lose a half of a point. You're down to 99.5 for that. You didn't sound confident with that answer there.
What?
You
Dude,
said
I'ma
you're an
tell you,
aerosexual
okay,
fan
look,
until
to
after
me-
this fight. You
To
lost
me,
0.5. You're
I
99.5.
feel like once they fight, everybody gonna like everybody else boxers because this is really
That's
the
not
main
true.
2 fighters because we'll agree to everything else after these 2 niggas fight. Am I right or wrong?
I disagree.
No, you wrong because it's a lot of disagreement with the Tank and the Shakur and the Devin Haney's of the world. So it's way more shit to talk about.
Yeah. We heard COE ass already setting up the robbery narrative.
Well,
It's been like
Of
it's been
course.
5 years back and forth. It's been such a toxic rivalry. This is unapologetic, never gonna be fixed.
It's
The
coming to
lines
an
have been
end.
drawn.
59 more
We
days.
gonna be beefing.
59.
Everybody gonna be beefing until they fight.
And
It's gonna get
after,
even worse after the fight, bro.
oh my god, the shit talk, the bragging
It'll be
rights,
worse after
my
the fight.
lord.
No, I think it's gonna be done because I'm gonna eat my crow up Earl. You know, I'm gonna come back and say, "Y'all right, bud, beat the shit out of him."
Hey,
But
cool. I don't
Hey,
think it's gonna show up,
hey,
Jay Cooley.
Julie, hey, Jay Cooley, though,
But
if we win, Hey, I'm talking big shit. Oh my God.
Dude, I'm gonna say y'all. Oh, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
You might as well get it out now because you probably won't be able to get it out later, sir.
No, I'm gonna save it. Ooh, that's a good shit right there. Okay. I ain't gonna
Hey, E Thriller. Hey, E Thriller.
What up, Fish?
On the next show, man, I'm gonna come up with an unbiased Brimley test.
I like that.
Yeah, we got to point out the flip floppers.
Hey, Big Fish, you can't call me a flip flopper when you make a statement when new information is presented. You have the right to be able to change your mind. You can't do that.
Oh, that's a good counter.
That's unfair.
That is an excellent counter. Excellent. But hey, man, let's go ahead and wrap this show up, man. If y'all trying to go live tomorrow, going out to Boxing Nerd 101. Closing thoughts, my brother.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for coming on, man. I'm just glad I got to catch a little piece of the pie. A funny part of this episode, man. Yeah, man. I'm just excited for this fight. I need to go get myself in shape, man. I feel like I'm in training camp. I need to go watch film. I'll go do my boxing. I have to go do my runs and my skipper. Man, I need to get in shape, bro. I need to get in shape, man. Appreciate it. My right brothers in their absent, Mr. Quentin in his absent, Joe Big Fish, Jay Cooley. It's my opinion. Is he a right brother now? Or?
Nah, he's a bud buddy.
Oh.
Loyal to the game boxing. Shout out to Loyal to the game
Loyal
boxing.
to the
He's
game
a right
boxing.
brother now.
The new right brother. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. We're growing. We're growing, General Big Fish.
Man, we in there, man.
At a rapid pace.
Hey, we got strong debaters, boy. Jay Cooley, loyal to the game. Ah, man, we don't have to say too much, Boxing Nerd. We just sit back and enjoy the punches.
Now. We can go to Cancun and relax.
Yeah, man, we got Jay Cooley on the squad now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, but that's all I got for today. I want you to get some rest so you can come back on tomorrow. So
yeah, man, I'm gonna damn so try to come back on. Shit, tomorrow.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, Boxing Nerd. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Always a pleasure. All right, going out to my dog Jay Cooley, man. Closing thoughts, my brother. Did you already give him? I'm kind of sleepy.
Nah, I did. I'm finna give it to you. Appreciate you, E Thriller, man.
Yes,
Big
sir.
Fish. Salute to y'all. Salute everybody on the panel, man. I appreciate y'all. And man, thank the boxing guys we got this fight so we all can just shut the hell up.
Already, man. Appreciate you, Jay Cooley. Yep. All right, going out to my dog COE Films. Closing thoughts, bro. If you still there, he ain't said nothing in a minute. COE.
He went to bed. You want to go night-night? You want to go night-night?
Appreciate you for tapping in anyway, my guy. Catch up with you tomorrow, man. All right, going out to Goldie Loke. Closing thoughts, Mr. Goldie.
Well, I'm going on record as saying somebody is going to switch out after Earl get his ass whooped. He's going to lead the Wright brothers. In my opinion, is a Boxing Nerd. He's going to leave our ass hanging. Boxing Nerd going to leave y'all like a motherfucker, boy.
He going to jump shit.
He gonna jump shit like a motherfucker.
Nah, I'm gonna stay here, bro.
He gonna jump shit like a motherfucker, boy.
Hey, Mr. Golden, to that point, that nigga Fish and Q gonna do him like this.
This nigga, turn around, matter of fact. Fuck this nigga, B. Turn around, move up. Stay still, motherfucker. Get your ass out of here, motherfucker.
So they're gonna switch to the KSWB, kicking shit with boots.
Oh no!
Hey, don't listen to that shit, Boxing Nerd, man. You 10 toes down, man.
He's gonna leave the Wright brothers and become honorary member of kicking shit with
This
boots.
nigga that shoot him, man. It's gonna be Big Fish. Big
Hey, Boxing Nerd gonna come on live with a Bud t-shirt on. He gonna do that shit like Mike Tyson did when Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels. He switched out a deal.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey, Boxing Nerd, man, hey, don't drop out the panel after the show, man. We got to ask you some questions.
Yeah, stay in the background. Stay in the studio.
Oh no, I'm gonna get interrogated now.
Mr. Golden Slugger
E3,
Shield,
pass
they
me
gotta
that
have an
strap, man.
intervention,
Pass me that strap real quick.
This nigga, turn around, matter of fact. Fuck this nigga, B. Turn around, move up. Stay still, motherfucker.
Get your ass
Get your
back to
ass out of
Canada.
here, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Hey, fella, it was a damn good show tonight, man. I enjoyed that shit. I had me some laugh. I've been waiting on Boston Neil to get your ass all night with that shit. That boy.
Hey, Mr. Golden, man. Hey, before you drop off, hey, make sure you hang tight, man. Don't go nowhere. I got a special video for you, my brother.
Oh shit! Goddamn! I better plug my phone up, boy. I just put that bitch on power saver, boy. I got to plug that.
I don't want you to wake up and cuss me out in the morning, man.
Oh, you better even pay that. You better even pay that shit.
All right, man. Going out to Is My Opinion, man. Closing thoughts, my brother.
Man, I had a great time. It was a great show. I had fun. And Big Fish, you right, that flip flopper list. We got two of them on the panel right now, anyway. Everybody knows still always Bud over Spence all day, every day. And I'll catch y'all next time.
I appreciate you, man. And I also appreciate that cash app again, my brother. That shit goes a long way. Very motivating.
All day, every day.
All right,
every day, man.
All right, going out to my loyal right brother, aka the BFB Master Q. I hope your mic working now, fam. Talk to me. Closing thoughts.
Oh man, it was a good.
There you go.
It was a good show, man. I was just in bad area or whatever, man. But I tell you what, I appreciate my boy. It's My Opinion jumping on, because I've been begging him to jump on for almost a year and a half now, and he's starting to jump on. So shout out to him. And CO Films, boy, I tell you what, I'm gonna sure enough be enjoying you, especially when I don't be at work. Boy, you gonna be some nice, easy work for real, for real. I hope you, my brother, when you listen to this, please come back on tomorrow and don't you stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't you stop. And last but not least, I want to thank everybody on the panel for providing good material tonight, because it's some good Brimley cuts tonight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, some Brimleys is coming. No. Some Brimleys, not Brimley, Brimleys. But other than that, everybody have a good night, man. Until next time.
Appreciate you, BFB Master Q. Hey, man, send me them clips, man. Send me them Brimleys, man. We gonna get it together by the end of this week, man.
We got to do it.
And speaking of the devil, man, going out to Is That Stephen Brimley? Closing thoughts, my brother.
First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody from the chat. From the chat to the panel. This was a top 15 show, clearly, maybe even top 10. You guys were absolutely entertaining. Thank you for being willing participants in your fandom test. Shout out to E3 for moderating and doing everything so beautifully. He painted such a beautiful picture. And just shout out to everybody, man. This was absolutely wonderful to be part of, and y'all have a wonderful one.
Appreciate you, Brim. Thank you, my brother. All right, man. And last but not least, going out to the General Big Fish. Take us home, man.
E3, awesome show tonight, man. I had fun. We ain't got no basketball to watch, so this was right on the money, man.
Man, you ain't lying. I'm still sick about that.
Shout out to my boy, the unbiased one, undisputed. Hold on, what that say? Undisputed. Unbiasedly, then slash. I put a slash in that last one. My dog Brimley, man. You funny as hell, man. I tell you that shit all the time. That's 100% truth, man. Them tests are funny as hell, bro. You need to keep that going. That shit awesome. Boxing nerd, like I said, you stay on. Don't go nowhere. We got to talk to you real quick, man. We got to find out if Mr. Golden was telling the truth or not, man. More than likely, we know you good, man. But Mr. Golden spreading that propaganda like usual. But
Mr. Golden trying to be divisive, man.
Yeah, one more. Yeah,
He's trying to break up the team, man.
Hey, shout out to Loyal to the Game, man. That boy threw some major work in there today, man. I learned a lot. I'm gonna go back to that playback, boy. I got some new talking points just from him. Thank you, bro. And last but not least, it's my opinion. You are a great sport. Your head got rubbed all up against the cage tonight. You got kicked in the nuts. You got slapped and everything, man. You stood in there, man. You didn't leave the ring early. I appreciate that. And last but not least, all the clickbaiters out there, you're looking real goofy right now. Real fucking goofy. You should have waited. You gotta fucking be first. You gotta fucking try to fucking just fucking clickbait for no reason. You're fucking goofy. E3, I'm glad you ain't do that shit, man. I'm glad you a very intelligent man. You stick to the facts, and that's why everybody respect you, bro. Either they respect you or they hate you, man. So you're doing your job. I appreciate you, little bro. Have a good one.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that slid in the ring on the panel, man. Shout out to Loyal to the Game Boxing. Shout out to It's My Opinion. Shout out to Jay Cooley. Shout out to the BFB Master Q. Shout out to the General Big Fish. Shout out to Boxing Nerd 101 from Canada. Shout out to COE Films. Shout out to Goldie Loke. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that sent me a cash app. Shout out to everybody that hit that goddamn like button. Shout out to the niggas that didn't hit the like button. Shout out to the playback gang. Hey, man, video of the night. Take us home. Wise words from Pastor Wilder. Mr. Golden, this is for you, my brother.
Silence is gold. But my ears can still hear, my eyes can still see. The Bible also tells us to be swift to hear and slow to speak. You see, you don't understand, thief. What you do is what my people deal with all the time. You want to keep them from providing the burdens into the world. But it's a burden that we cut off only to make us stronger. So in the first fight where Ricky Haddon was pulling down your gloves to put your fist in the improper position, y'all tried the same method the second time, but this time you scratched flesh out of my ears, which caused my ears to bleed. It's impossible for a brand new 10-ounce glove to bend, to keep a smushed in form, or to have loose space. I highly believe you put something hard in your glove, something the size and the shape of an egg weight. Here's the reason why the side of my face swelled up in an egg weight form. And it left a dent in my face as well. But in the midst of it all, you still couldn't keep this king down. You would have had to kill me. In the end, it took a crab in a bucket referee and a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in just to stop me. Proverbs, the 6th chapter 30, 31st says, excuses may be found from a thief who steals because he is starved. But if he is caught, he will have to pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he had to sell everything in his house. And payback is coming.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the playback gang. Hit that like button.
Hey, don't do that shit no goddamn more.
I love you, Mr. Golden. We
I
are
love you too, bro. God bless y'all, man.
Can we Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. Eat Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.